Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PUCL. I am Wolf Remus, and with me tonight, I have got my co-host SPV. Welcome.
I'm back. Hello, it's so nice to be back. Obviously, I was working last week, so I kind of missed it, but yeah, I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, we did definitely miss you last week. Obviously, Dal that stepped in for you, and Dal is stepping in, but in a different capacity tonight. But yeah, welcome back, SPV. Game week 8. Wow, can't believe it. We are now into our final 3 weeks of the league. What's your thoughts?
I'm just, it's very exciting to be here. Like I just said, obviously with game week 8, we're getting towards the end now. It's been exciting to watch all throughout, and yeah, I'm just very excited to watch these games today.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. We've got some cracking games coming your way today. Our first game actually is against Past Primates and Golducks, two very good teams. Past Primates currently sat in second place. In fact, let's bring up the league. As you can see, Past Primates are currently sat in second place with 18 wins, 9 losses. Golducks are sat in fourth place after their automatic 3 points they got from their bye week from ODD. They're currently sat with 8 wins. Going to be very interesting because if Golducks can get a good victory today, that will boost them up higher in the league.
Absolutely. Obviously, this week we've got fully stacked, having their bye week this week, so they'll be enjoying a nice little practice session, Um, and then obviously in game two we've got Kimako and Poliwrath. Both very, very competent teams. Definitely looking forward to see how that one pans out. Um, do you have any predictions for us, Mr. Remus?
Well, you see, Past Primates have been on a high. They've been smashing it week in, week out. I reckon Golducks will throw a spanner in the work. I don't think it's going to be as easy for Past Primates as maybe they feel it's going to be. So, I don't know. I'm probably guessing a 2-1 Past Primates where I think Golducks can and will potentially steal 1 point away from them. As for the Kimiko FOP, Kimiko in a bit of a slump. I mean, we spoke to them on the podcast the other day, and they seem quite eager that with the restructuring that they've been going on, that they're going to come back and fighting spirit and hopefully get back on that winning train. But as we know, Phil Poliwrath not to be counted out as they themselves have been having a rejig of team members, and they're not a bad team. And I think they could quite easily even get a point, if not win it with 2 points to one. So don't know. It's going to be. I would love to say a Kimiko win, but I think Phil Poliwrath could maybe throw a surprise in for us.
Absolutely, definitely excited to see how Sabi gets on against obviously his old side that he used to captain.
Very much so.
Phoebe's stepping up now for Filar Polygraph, so it's going to be an interesting one. Will Tempest flare? Will they target Sabi a bit? Who knows?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I know I've spoken to Sabi, and he is a little bit reluctant to play against his former team, but it's going to cause for a really good match because I know Sabi knows his team quite well, but they know Sabi quite well. So it'll be interesting to see how them, like you say, clash will feel. I'd probably have to see Sabi and see him as a bit of a target. It'll be interesting to see.
Most definitely, most definitely.
I mean, what we need to look at this league right now is we are into the third, into the last 3 weeks with game week 8, obviously tonight. Fully stacked, get a bye week, so they're going to be boosted up to 19 points, which is going to be a hard task for Past Primates to try and take on. Not without the reach, not without, within arm's reach still. Past Primates do need to win the remainder of their games right up until the final game week where they do face off against Fully Stacked to even have a chance at getting that first top title. But it also does depend on the other teams whether they can actually stop Fully Stacked with the final week. Well, after this week, the final week before they do meet Past Primates, they do need to lose 1 or 2 points for that to be possible. Um, Looking at the bottom of the table, Gold Ducks, Fila, Poliwrath, even Kimiko, those three teams are in danger of falling into fifth and final place. It'd be interesting to see how the next 3 weeks roll out. Sorry, next 2 weeks roll out with those changes.
Absolutely. Fop and Golduck absolutely scratching and clawing to try and keep off that bottom spot. So, you know, hopefully that'll give them a bit of a kick up the bum that they need, maybe, or you know, like with Golducks, their improvements since the league started has been incredible. Feel our Poliwrath have definitely improved as well. We're fully stacked. They just look unstoppable from week to week. I think they're going to have a tough time trying to take a point from fully stacked at the minute.
100%. It's going to take a miracle, I think, but it's not impossible. Velaprive have taken a point of fully stacked once before, so who knows? We'll see what happens with the next coming weeks. Just before the games do kick off, we do have a special announcement to make. As some of you may or may not be aware if you follow our Twitter, that we have got our first team for the MVP matchup, and it is going to be over to Team Zapdos SPV. I'll let you talk away with this.
Absolutely. So, the admin team have been deliberating, and we decided, it was also an idea from Iron, to have an MVP game after the league has concluded, having the best players from game week 1 to 5 versus the 5 best players from game weeks 6 to 10. Team Zapdos will be game week 1 to 5 team, and the players are as follows. We do have Sabi, Sliggoo, we have Justinian, we have Vince, and we have Loxy. Very, very stacked team there. Definitely excited to see how they gel. Obviously more of an attacking team than, you know, defenders and supports, so it might put a couple of them out of their comfort zone. So definitely excited to see. Game week 6 to 10 will be Team Rayquaza. Definitely all the players will be vying for those spots to, you know, try and win the MVP All-Star game. Yeah, definitely excited to see who makes it into that team.
Can't wait for that at all. With Teams Outdoors, like you say, it's a very attacking team. A lot of them do play all rounds or attacking Pokemon. So it will be interesting to see when we pick the Rayquaza team or Team Rayquaza. Be interested to see how that pans out, because that's going to be, I reckon, more of a support defending role, looking at what players we've got left. So it will be interesting to see them two come together. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. Adam, we can't wait for you to see it, because it's going to be a night of awards when this does happen. So there's a lot of things that will be happening on that night. We are now, actually, speaking of games, we are now just getting ready for our first game, which is going to be between past Primates and Golducks, I believe it is.
Absolutely, definitely excited to watch this one. Both very good teams. So, what did you say your prediction was? 2-1, Remus?
I believe it's going to be 2-1 past Primates. I think past Primates are going to come out strong. I reckon they're going to take the first game. And I think Golducks, if they're going to get the points, it's going to come in the second or third. I could be wrong. Like, Golducks had a week off. They've had a week break. They managed to recoup and get themselves back ready for this. Golducks, though, have got a bit of a surprise, because they have got an emergency sub. Unfortunately, they were unable to field a full 5 tonight, so they had to take an emergency sub, which happens to be one of our admins, Daryl, who is filling in tonight as their 5th player. So it'll be interesting to see how Daryl fits into the Golduck meta.
Absolutely. We know Daryl is a very competent player, a lot of knowledge about the game, you know, plays the game religiously. I think he's got something stupid like 3,000 hours in the game or something.
Wow.
So
Mental.
yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he gets on. And like I say, we know Daryl is a very good player, so be interesting to see him get into there. I think we are ready. I just want to get the heads up from our admin team. Oh yeah, just big shout out as well to our backroom staff. Tonight we've got Lupus and Dolly out in the backroom staff dealing with the lobbies and also the social media side of stuff. So thank you very much to both of you for tonight. And we're just going to wait for the heads up from Lupus. Once we get the thumbs up, we'll be able to get these games rolling. He says, hopefully, fingers crossed that actually Lupus is going to be listening to me.
Oh, we've had a bit of a switch up. Daryl is now not emergency subbing for
Oh, Okay,
the
what's...
Golducks anymore. I think Avalanche is going to be playing instead.
Oh, okay. So it looks like Golducks have got their 5th member back. Interesting. I'm trying to think now, has Avalanche played for Gold? I can't remember seeing Avalanche play for Golducks yet. I could be wrong.
He is their coach.
Yeah, I know he came as a coach, yeah, but I didn't know whether they've actually played in the PUCL, so it'd be quite interesting. Just trying to look at their handle on the Unite. I don't recognise it. Yeah. So, what about you in the chat? What's your predictions for this first round between Past Primates and Golducks? Golducks, a little bit of a, I wouldn't count them out. So if you're going to think of them, just look back at the weeks and how well they've improved. With me and SPV have said they are definitely the most improved team in this league by a mile. So, last time Past Primates played them, have they had much change? Yeah, I think they have. And I think Past Primates will find a different team to play against because compared to how they were a few weeks ago, yeah. Interesting to see how this kicks off. Still waiting on this thumbs up. Mr. SPV, is there anything that you need to tell me or discuss about while we wait for this game to come in? Because, I was hoping that actually the game's be ready to go straight away.
Yeah, we are ready.
We are ready. See, perfect, Mundo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are now going to go into our first game of the evening, and it is the first round of 3. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road, so to speak.
Absolutely. We are heading into the ban phase. Who do you think is going to be banned, Mr. Remus?
I could probably see a Dodrio game banned. I can definitely see a Dodrio game banned. Maybe an Urshifu. I mean, Zacian is actually unbanned, being able to be used. So it'll be interesting to see if an Zacian gets banned because we're not seeing it yet in the league. So it'll be interesting to see if that makes an appearance. How about yourself?
Yeah, definitely see the Urshifu ban. Obviously, it can hit through shields, so if you lose Ray, it's a big help. We see the Comfy and the Hooper ban. Hooper's definitely a strong ban because, with the portals and stuff, you can get great rotations for objectives and stuff. So definitely see that as a great ban there from Golducks. Justinian locking the Zacian in straight away.
And he
is not playing about.
We have it here, folks. The Zacian's first ever appearance in the PUCL, and it's in our first game tonight. Brilliant. I wonder how Golducks are going to respond to that. I mean, they've picked the Espeon, which is a very good, strong pick, and we know, definitely SPV, the damage output a Espeon can give.
Oh, absolutely. Espeon with Slick Spoon is absolutely disgusting. Obviously nullifies 20% of the special defense. So, Slowbro, Trevenant, anything like that, it's going to be feeling it.
100%. And looking at what they're trying to pick, they're picking between a fair few, and I think there's a bit of confusion with Golducks, what they're going to use to try and counter this Zacian. It does like a Mime and a Mew. Now, we did see the Mew last week come out, not for Golducks, but oh my god, that paired with the Venusaur was a delight. The 2 Solar Beam attacks, that was with Past Primates as well. I believe it was, I can't remember who played it now, but there was the Venusaur Solar Beam, and it was an accidental selection actually. But those 2, the Mew and the Venusaur, paired off Solar Beam. It was like a rapid fire cannon. One was firing, the next one was firing. It was, I'll tell you what, I loved it. It was probably my favourite play of the game, of that night.
Absolutely. Avalanche going for the Gardevoir there. Very ranged team from Golducks, so they must have something up the sleeve. We see the Garchomp locked in for Past Primates as well. So
looks like here they might be using the Mine to try and prevent that Zacian from getting close to them, and also with the Slowbro's CC, which is actually quite a good counter for Zacian, especially can get locked in with the ult. Obviously slowing it down with its Scald attack if that's what they're going to use. So having a high ranged attackers will help hopefully pick off that Zacian and stop that Zacian from causing damage and disruption. But we'll see. I could be wrong.
Absolutely, we're heading into the game now. Let's read the teams to you. So, for past Primeapes, we have Justinian on that almighty Zacian. We have Groot Squad sitting on the Trev, Deadbroke Nerd on the Eldegoss, Dark Paws on the Pikachu, and Elegia on the Garchomp.
Down for Goldux, we have Tash on the Espeon, Quack on Slowbro, Yu on Mime, Brett with Mew, and Avalanche with the Gardevoir. Interesting picks, and the Gardevoir is a very good pick. We know the damage output that can do with his ult is disgusting, so it'll be interesting to see if they utilise that to their best of their ability. Having the Pikachu is going to be interesting mixed up with the Trevanization. So let's see how they go.
Yeah, both teams heading towards their respective areas of the map. Let's see where the first bit of action is going to be. I'm going to get the feeling that it is going to be on that bottom lane. Obviously, you get all the main objectives that you want there. Both teams going for that mid farm there. We see Groot Squad on the Trev, Dark Paws 92 on the Pikachu. It looks like the Espeon managed to secure it. That Espeon, it's just going to cause all kinds of issues.
Oh, 100%. There's a little bit of a meet and greet up top as the Zacian and the LD met with the Mew and the Mime. Nothing major, but it was a little bit of a tit for tat. The Zacian was trying to steal their farm. Both teams looking to be quite standoffish, just taking the farm, taking the time, not really pushing too heavy, which is especially good tactic when face off against the Zacian.
Absolutely looks like Elegia is playing jungle, and he did rotate up to top there, but I don't think they needed him. He is staying on the top lane though, hiding in the bushes. I don't think
and
they know he's there yet. Comes in for a lot of damage on
the
Yu.
Mime goes down,
Yu
and the Mew just
Zacian
escapes.
is going after the Mew as well.
Oh, yeah, the Mew just escapes over the line, cuts back, gets those berries, and now he's back in. Yeah, he's definitely prevented. Oh, down the bottom lane.
Going on bottom lane. Looks like this, the jungler has rotated down to the bottom. It will be Avalanche on the Curlier at the minute.
Top lane
looks like they're just going to farm and they're going to break.
Top lane still having a bit of a balancing, and the LD pushing harder onto that goal, but they have retreated now as that little battle has finished. Both junglers return to the lane, and we'll see what happens over in the middle as the middle birds do come up. Will we see a team fight, or will Goldux take it for themselves? It looks like
we wait for the 8-minute burst to come up. Justinian's dropping that Sacred Sword straight on it, and it looks like he may have got the majority of it. Quack is going to go down.
Oh!
Past Primates looking like a tight unit at the minute.
Yeah, that Zacian coming in there is disgusting. We had this feeling. I know the teams were not exactly the most happiest about Zacian being unbanned, but what can we say? It's unbanned for the tournament, and if you don't like it, you got to ban it.
God, say it, dude.
That's it. They've got to ban it when they can. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to counter Zacian, because it is coming in and it is wrecking that high damage. So I am looking forward to seeing how Goldux do adapt to that. It looks like Goldux are abandoning their top lane and going to head down to the bottom to join this.
Yeah, the mid-birds have come up on the lanes. They'll be wanting to get that all-important XP.
Oh, the Trevenant goes down.
It's going to go down there. It was the Guardy that got the last hit. Looks like they're just going to get this last bit of farm. Obviously, we've got the Regis coming up right about now. It is Regirock on the bottom, getting those defense boosts that will definitely help in those team fights, especially for your bulkier mons.
Looks like Zacian has gone chasing. He's gone chasing the Mew. He comes in, does some heavy damage there on the Mew and the LD, then retreats back. Regirock is now been secured by the Zacian, and that will be a pass damage secure.
Very strong plays from past Primeapes there. Looks like we are going to see rotations over to that top lane to go and get that Regieleki.
Oh, 100%. And that was interesting to see because Goldux had the right position. They were ready to go. They had the Slowbro, having that vision on. Zacian just went straight past them up to top and focused on those attackers, trying to deal as much damage, which he did, and he made them pull back, which allowed past Primates to have that basically uncontested secure.
Getting cheeky scoring. That is going to be a Garchomp Unite, going to do big damage on Yu there. Quack is going to go down as well. That's 3 Goldux players down for the Regieleki, and past Primeapes are deservedly ripping this Regieleki.
That is just, when the group come in with his Trev play there, along with the Zacian, you knew there was going to be some heavy damage coming in, and fair play to them. That was a very nice team fight and secure for them.
Absolutely, it look like they are going to break this goal. Dark Paws, eject buttons into the score, very nice. It's going to be a Pikachu Unite as well. Heavy damage on the entire team there.
Yeah, massively so. And there is now, I wouldn't say a massive level discrepancy, but you can definitely see past primes are slowly gaining that level difference, as 2 of their players are level 10. And we've got, well, actually, to be fair, yeah, I would say, yeah, Goldux are just behind, and you're going to feel that, especially with the Trevenant and the Zacian, even with the Pikachu as well. When the Pikachu gets those high levels, the damage output is disgusting. Interesting.
It looks like they've gone on the Thunder for Pikachu.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. It's interesting they've gone for that AoE attack, which I believe is a good call. It's a very good call, especially if they're going to be doing what they're doing now and hiding in the bush together.
Absolutely. That Espeon sitting on the front line, right behind that Slowbro, is firing the side beams and the side shocks off. Big spread damage there.
Has gone for the flank. It comes in and it unites. Oh, that was
big Espeon unite. Espeon goes down. Looks like Goldux are in retreat here. Past Primeapes are sitting firmly on this Regice. The Pikachu does get the unite off. Big damage. Takes out 2 of the Goldux players. Just
amazing.
Incredible damage.
Absolutely amazing there. We're going to see some dunks going in here. That's going to be a big overdunk there on that goal. And they do, looks like Goldux have gone up top to get some points in. They left it on 4 points. I'd be interested to see if they can capitalise on that and get a decent overscore on there. They're going to need it.
Absolutely. If I were Goldux at this point, I'd definitely look to securing that Regieleki, and if they are looking like they are going to, I would definitely break that goal, get heading towards the tier 1.
Okay, looks like they have got another. Oh, I thought they got the 19 of them, but it didn't. It's now down to 2,
Big
which is
damage
interesting.
from the Trevenant. The Mew fires a solar beam off. The Mew goes down as well.
Mime
Looks
goes
like
down.
Mime's going to go down too. It's a 3 KO streak for Zacian here.
That was unlucky.
Zacian causing issues.
Yeah, that was unlucky there. The team tried to hold off and let the Gardevoir get, attacking the Reggie to try and, steal it, but unfortunately they couldn't hold off long enough, especially the damage output from the Zacian. Justinian there doing some amazing damage.
Absolutely, Garchomp's hanging about the Regieleki. It looks like we've got a bit of a scuffle on bottom as well, but I don't think this Regieleki is going to make it in. Hell of a scuffle on that bottom tier 1 goal, and Zacian does break the goal. Past Primeapes was absolutely relentless with that Zacian, as we've seen. The Trevenant as well, setting up the plays as well. Just incredible.
I can definitely see there being a Zacian ban come round 2 this match. I don't think Goldux are going to want to go up against that. But then saying that though, Goldux do have the first pick, so if Zacian doesn't get banned, they do have the chance to get it and hopefully redeem themselves a little bit. We are coming into the last 2 minutes. What do you reckon? Do you reckon they could get a cheeky steal here, or do you reckon that past Primeapes are just going to dominate this centre?
Just the presence of Zacian alone is enough to push Goldux back. They've not got the most tanky team either, so they are really struggling in these team fights. Because obviously, if you look at past Primeapes team, you've got Garchomp that's relatively bulky, Trevenant, which is basically unkillable. You've also got the Cotton Guard of Eldegoss as well.
100%.
It's just bulk on bulk, so
and there's the
ult. Be doing nice things. Justinian nearly got caught out there.
That
very close.
That was close. The ult almost took Justinian out, but he was able to escape. There's a fight going everywhere. Pikachu goes down. So far, it's a 2-2 for Pokemon down for both teams.
Looks like Quack's going to go down as well here. Elegia can't really come in. He's not got much health left. Mew is going for a nice score on that goal. Only has 2 left in. A nice overdunk there. That'll count towards the end. They'll be definitely happy that that's gone in. Looks like Ray's being left for the time being. Goldux managing to get back in position. That Trevenant sitting in that bush, just waiting to grip someone.
Zacian has gone up
And it looks
top.
like Golducks are going to start ripping now, and
Yep.
Mew is going to try and keep that Trevenant away. Zacian
Just-
coming round the top. That Espeon really needs to be careful.
I think Espeon goes down. Those boots from Trevenant and the Zacian coming in. It looks like the Steel's going to come in for past Primates. Let's see what happens. We'll come into the last part. Oh, Cyber comes in, and it is a guard jump
It's
steal.
going to be past Primate.
Nice.
Who gets it? That Mew Solar Beam was worrying
that was
me.
close. I honestly thought they were going to get there. Wow, it's a team wipe as they have now got free reign to dunk in those goals. And here comes a nice overdunk on the top here.
Absolutely. Just incredible from past Primates from minute one.
Amazing play. We knew the Zacian was going to be a game changer. And wow, just how much of a game changer was it? It was disgusting, especially paired off with that Trevenant.
Just incredible. Looks like this game is definitely going to go towards past Primates here. They do take the first game in the set.
Yeah. Well done to both teams there. I feel sorry. Well, I'm feeling it for Golducks because going up against a Zacian, we all know, is a pain in the backside as the best of times. And then having to go up against it in a competitive scene must be just a world of hurt. Wow.
It must be painful. So, scores on the doors. We've got past Primates taking the game by 696 points to 132. Justinian, rightfully the MVP of the game, managing to score just under 200. Highest damage of the game, looks like it went to Zacian. Shocker.
Shocker.
Damage taken, Quack actually managing to take the majority of the damage in terms of healing. Deadbroke Nerd doing wonders on that Eldegoss.
Yeah, Quack doing very well there, taking that damage. Unfortunately, the damage was extremely high coming from the opposition of past Primates. Just a quick look on the chart here. You can see actually the Golducks were in the lead for a good 2 minutes, but then, yeah, past Primates hit that 2-minute mark and just went up and up and up. Great game from both teams, and I look forward to the next round.
Absolutely.
And we are about to get that up and running. So, chat, I hope you, well, viewers, I hope you enjoy that first round. We are going to dive hopefully straight back in to round number 2 as soon as I sort my life out and actually get where I need to be. So, what do you think, SP? Do you reckon they can turn it around? They've got the first pick of the bunch come this next round. Do you reckon Golducks can turn it around? Because it is going to be tough for them to get it turned around.
Yeah, definitely. I think they really need to look at that team comp, obviously, as I mentioned before. There's a lot of range, not much bulk either, and, bulk is definitely the meta at the minute because you just need to be able to take on these high damage mons, like obviously your Espeon, your Zacian, even Trevenant as well. Trevenant's sustain is just ridiculous. So they definitely want to be looking towards the Trevenant, Slowbro, things like that.
Yeah, and I think this time, I think Golducks definitely need to put a bit of extra bulk in their team. It was all well and good having that attack, and the damage output was all right, but they didn't have enough sustain in their health. They could see that Zacian was just coming in, was able to pick them off one by one. I mean, at some points, he was coming in with his attacks, and he was knocking the attackers down from full health to almost, 1/4 health, so that they need to have something that's got more health or something that can definitely take at least a couple hits from Zacian.
Absolutely. I'll be very surprised if we don't see Golducks going for the Zacian. I'll be also very surprised if we don't see the Zacian ban from past Primates, because they won't want to deal with that, I don't think.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you looking at the chat there, they just say don't discount the rest of past Primates. I'm not 100%. We're not. Past Primates as a whole played amazingly well. Like the Trevenant plays that were coming in, and the LD plays are really good as well. It's just interesting to see the Zacian coming in and actually dealing the damage and seeing it in this setting. So, but yeah, it was quite good.
Absolutely. Looks like we are ready to go. So, shall we get into it, Mr. Remus?
I think we should. I think we should jump straight in. Let's go. Let's get round 2 going.
So, bans. obviously for me, past Primeapes, if they don't ban the Zacian in this round, they're looking at some serious damage heading their way. As for Golducks, though, I'm not quite sure who they'll ban. Maybe the Garchomp, which did wonders as well. The Eldegoss was great as well. That's my opinion anyway. What about you, Remus?
I totally agree. I think it'd be very stupid not to get the Zacian banned by past Primates, but we'll see. Past Primates might overlook that for something else, but I can't see it happening. Yeah, both teams Zacian bans. 100%. Knew it was going to happen. I mean, Golduck, should they ban Zacian? Probably not.
Oh, it's a double Zacian ban. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Golduck's missed a trick there. I don't think they should have had a Zacian ban. I think they should have gone for maybe what I was about to say, a Lapras or a Trevenant ban, because if they get them in, you know, they struggle with the Trevenant. The Trevenant can do a heck of a lot of damage, and it has a good self-sustain as well. So, I mean, look
Absolutely,
at this.
looks like Golducks are picking up the Trevenant there. We've got the Urshifu on Justinian as well, which is surprised it's not been banned yet, to be fair. It is very useful to have if you do end up losing that Ray fight. So yeah, looks like Yu is locking in that Eldegoss as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Justinian with the Urshifu. There's going to be some interesting plays there. And we've got Grootskok with that Slowbro, which I'm excited to see because they do play a good Slowbro. We've got the Lucario and the Blissey for past Primates, which is going to be a nice combo to see. Over on Golducks, we've got Sylveon coming in, and it looks like Avalanche is hovering. But we don't know what he's going to pick. Is he going to go? Wow, okay.
Yeah, he is going to go for that Talonflame. We don't see much Talonflame knocking about in the PUCL, so very excited to see how Avalanche does on the Talonflame. Dark Paw's locking in that Pikachu, played brilliantly with that Pika in that last game. Interesting moveset as well, because you do tend to see Volt Tackle, Electro Ball. So, you know, it's nice to see a bit of variation.
100%. I mean, I like Talonflame. I like playing Talonflame. I went through a phase of wanting to play it and everything, but realised just how non-meta he is and how squishy Talonflame can be. But in the right hands, I'm sure Talonflame can do some wonders, and hopefully we'll see it here tonight. It'd be interesting to see if Dark Paws goes with the AoE attacks with Pikachu again. It's not something you see very often. Everyone seems to go for the tackle and the ball, but we'll see if there's any changes. But
absolutely, these are your teams on Golducks. We have Tash on the Espeon, Quack on the Trev, Yu on the Goss, Brett on the Sylveon, and Avalanche on the Talonflame.
And their opposition is past Primates. We have Justinian with the Urshifu, Goochstrog with Slowbro, DB Nerd with Blissey, Agora with Lucario, and Dark Paws with a Pikachu. Interesting teams yet again. They've almost swapped around with the Trevenant and the LD, but it would be nice to see the Lucario come in with the Blissey if that's what they pair it with. Justinian with that Urshifu, I can see there being some disgusting things coming in. I'm looking forward to seeing Lucario bringing some high numbers as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm also looking forward to Talonflame, seeing how well that can come in. I'm guessing the Talonflame's probably going to go jungle. I'll be surprised if it doesn't.
Yeah, I think we are going to see the Talon jungle or a split Espeon Sylveon jungle. That could also be coming our way. Definitely the Urshifu on past Primape's side though.
Oh, 100%. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, Talonflame straight in for the jungle there. And it looks like the Urshifu is going for the jungle as well for the opposition. So we'll see how the teams go about when they clash. Obviously, the beginning part of the game is all about the farm, so it'll be interesting to see how far they push, really. And it looks like on the top lane, they are pushing straight in. Lucario going in for a nice...
Same on the bottom as well. Looks like Quack managed to secure that central farm after a nice little contest.
Up on the top lane, though, Lucario goes in for that dunk. Does have a bit of a clash with the Eevee and the LD. Manages to get away. Blissey there with the help. I know that the Lucario got at least one dunk in, so that's going to be vital. I think they was looking for that second dunk, but was unable to get it. Yes, the Sylveon is now actually a fully fledged Sylveon. That's going to be very important, especially going up against the Lucario.
Definitely be interesting to see what moveset they actually go for, whether they're going to go for the Carmine Hyper Voice or the Mystical Fire Draining Kiss. Draining Kiss does obviously give you a bit more sustain, but Carmine Hyper Voice is just all-out damage.
We've got a split in the jungle here, so it looks like Gold Ducks' jungler has come down bottom, but past Primeapes has gone up top. It looks
Yeah, both wanting to swing the lanes their way. Justinian has helped them clear those mid-birds, but it looks like he is going to head down towards
we
bottom
may
now.
have a problem. It looks like Brett on the Gold Duck side is running into a wall. May have DC'd or something's gone on there.
Let me just pause it.
Yep. Just about to say, I just saw them at the other end of the corner of the map, and I looked at it, and I was like, that's not right. So it'll be interesting to see.
Let me just go and ask. Bear with me.
Sorry about this. We've just got what seems maybe a potential disconnect. We're just going to find out now. But what we can see is it does look like past Primeapes are putting the high pressure on, trying to get those stacks in with the Lucario, which is vital, because if Lucario can get those full stacks in, he is going to cause some disgusting damage. And it was interesting to see the split jungle. Normally we tend to see both junglers hitting that top lane just to give them that little bit of a push. And believe the idea behind that is if they can get those goals in on that top lane, then they can just abandon it for that bottom Reggie. We don't normally see, well, I've not seen a lot of bottom junglers invade on the bottom, so it'll be interesting to see how that does affect things. Hopefully this pause won't be on too long as SPV goes. What's up, my friend?
Brett is running all over the place, as we've seen, so we are going to restart the lobby.
The lobby's been restarted.
I think that's what we are doing.
Is that been...
Bear with me.
Okay, we'll just... Oh, it's not a PUCL match night without at least one DC or something going wrong. We're just going to find out now. This, with the game only being 1 minute 30 seconds in, a potential restart of the lobby could happen. If we do a restart of the lobby, it will be exactly the same. So no one can deviate from their picks. Everyone will pick the same mons. The bans will stay the same. Everything will be the same. So there won't be any advantages or disadvantages on that note. But we will hopefully find out what's going on. And if we can, resume it. But it's probably leaning towards a reset, as I'm sure SPV will come in and tell us. But yes, hello chat. Let's have a look, see what people have been saying. So there's big talk about the Zacian here between the Sox and Gibble and Bits. Yeah, there's a lot, to say about Zacian. Zacian is, I don't know, was it right for it to be released for tournaments? Personally, I think MathCode maybe should have said no, let's keep it banned for a bit longer. But obviously it's been deemed that all the bugs on it are fixed. It's just Zacian is just a disgusting part of Pokemon. It needs a massive nerf, 100%. Definitely needs a nerf. That is without a shadow of a doubt. Hello there, Runami, who is one of our moderators, brand new into the PUCL. Welcome to our first game week. Nice to have you here. Just reading the chat now. Yeah, people jumping in. And just for those who are jumped in and not in the chat, what's going on is we have a potential disconnect happening over on the Gold Duck side. Brett, who is playing as Sylveon. Oh. I don't know what's going on. It seems to be carrying on. No. Yes. No. No, it's not. Let's find out what is going on. I think SPV is going to be joining us very sure. It looks like it is going to be a complete reset. So just to reiterate what that means, because we're going for a full reset, everything needs to be the same. All the mons need to be the same, and all the bans need to be the same. So fingers crossed, nothing will change on that aspect. It is unfortunate this happens, but things like this do happen, and it is unfortunate. Sometimes you can't help it. It's one of those things. Many a times you disconnect, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world, and we totally understand that. So a reset will be happening. I do want my commentator buddy to come back, because talking to myself, I know I'm good company, but I can't keep myself company. Come on, SPV, get your ass back
here.
Yes. So come on, give us a lowdown. What's going on, my friend?
So Brett's having some serious problems with controlling his mon. As we saw, he was absolutely all over the place, running into walls and stuff. So we are going to do a full lobby reset with same picks.
Brilliant. Happy days. There we go. So there has just been a bit of technical issues on the Golduck side of life. Luckily, though, we weren't that far into the game. There was only 4 points scored, so there was nothing major going on. It's not like as if past Primeapes were 300-0. So yeah, I'm quite happy that all is fair for this reset. It was looking tasty. I was interested to see what was going on.
Absolutely. Just waiting for the lobby to be restarted. And then, yeah, I've got the full list of Pokemon so they don't try and be naughty and change the mons.
Oh yeah, they can't be naughty. Yes, we'll be watching. We'll be keeping a tough eye on you players, making sure that you don't, try to sneak in there with cheeky little Espeon or cheeky little whatever, Lapras. Oh, they're saying that Lapras isn't exactly very cheeky or very small. It is very big and very, yeah. I'm not going to go into Lapras because I love Lapras and I don't want to say anything bad about it because I do love Lapras.
Lapras is really fun at the minute. I'm definitely enjoying playing it. It's just, yeah, if you whack a comfy on that thing, it's just unreal.
Get the comfy, get the Unite on, and then get yourself another Pokemon on your back and go for a little bit of a joyride. It's brilliant. Love it.
Absolutely, Remus, get yourself
I don't know.
in the admin slot, my friend.
I just keep getting ping saying this person wants to swap with you. I'm like, I'm trying to swap. Leave me alone. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this reset's not going to affect too much. I'm not too bothered by that. But Golducks, they have got some work. They've past Primates. Like I say, past Primates are second. They need a 3-0 victory just to stay within touching grasp of fully stacked. So they are not going to let up on Golducks. Golducks do have a hell of a lot of work to do. Hopefully they can gel a bit more and work a bit more as a team as they go into this round 2. It was looking that the team comp was a lot better than the last one.
Definitely. Just waiting for, I think, I don't know. We're just waiting for someone on past Primape's side.
Okay, and responding to Gibble Bits as remark, yeah, I hope Brett can as well. I hope that it's all been sorted because, it's a pain in the butt, technical issues. I mean, we've all had it. I mean, I'm known to be the worst one for tech issues, and I don't even play in the league, and I tend to have tech issues all the time with, with the streaming and stuff, so I totally relate, and that is the most frustrating thing. Past Primates at SPV, who are we missing? We've got Justinian, we've got Groot, DB Nerd, Dark Paws. Oh, it is
Allegia. That's who we're waiting for.
Allegia.
Yeah, they're all just restarting the games, and then we'll get back into it.
Yeah, sometimes a hard reset on your consoles or whatever you play on is the best thing to do. Sometimes it gives your device a kick up the spanner and get things going. So while we wait for this, come on, let's talk about the Unite. Let's talk about how it's evolving, SPV, while we take this moment. Lapras, how do you feel that's made? Obviously, we had a bit of a talk about Lapras. You're enjoying playing it. How do you feel these new mons are affecting the game? Because we're now moving away from the old mons, which were kind of like, standard. Then you've got all these new movesets coming. Like if you look at the Zoroark and you look at the Sableye, Zacian, Lapras, have all got very unique abilities compared to what we used to.
Oh, we're heading back into it.
Oh, and
here we go.
Here we go, round 2, and we will.
Right, ban phase. Obviously, we're expecting the double Zacian ban again.
20 seconds.
Yeah, just
God, respond to me, Mr. SP. What do you reckon then? What do you reckon to these new mons with unique abilities? How do you think they're affecting?
Definitely, I'm very excited to see a mix up in the game. Obviously, the player base grew a bit stagnant, obviously with all the meta picks all staying the same for as long as they did. Obviously, you've got Chandelure coming in, which is going to be great. I've watched a bit of play on the public test server. I've had a bit of a mess around with it as well. It looks phenomenal. Mystical Fire is looking incredible, as well as in Prison as well. It looks very interesting. Obviously, it creates a square that slows movement speed, and there's obstacles in the square as well, and it does damage if they run into them. So that's definitely interesting. Umbreon as well. That Unite is going to cause some issues because it just rips the shields right off. everyone takes all the shield as well. So Ray shield, you've got Blastoise Unite shield, any shield, gone. So that's gonna mix the game up incredibly.
Oh, 100%. And it's the CC in the game is disgusting as it is. You know when you play a game and one team's high on CC how you just want to give up because you can't move for anything. So it's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully, further down the line, that if we get some mons that are able to counter that with some abilities, it'll be interesting to see if there is the ability to not get CC'd, because I think that'd be quite a great direction to go. You know, counter the crowd control that we currently have. Because you may disagree, SPV, but I just feel that there is a lot of Pokemon that are able to do CC.
Absolutely, it's a very stun-heavy meta at the minute. Obviously, Brawl's Unite just completely locks anything out. You've got Espeon stuns as well. You've got Trevenant stuns. There's just stuns everywhere, and it'd be nice to get a bit of variance back into the game.
Definitely, and that is a good point to finish off because we are now jumping straight into the second round. Obviously, we just had a restart for those who have just joined us. Those who haven't just joined us, thank you for staying with us as we did do the restart. There's nothing changed. We're not going to go banging on about it because everything is the same. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Brett, there is no connection issue with yourselves and with everyone else. And hopefully we can have a nice, smooth rest of the game. But here we go. Golducks versus Past Primates on their second round of this game. Let's go.
Absolutely. Let's hope that we can match the magic of that first game. Obviously, Zacian is no longer available for the rest of the set with our bands stacking. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it goes off without a hitch.
Fingers crossed. You know what? I'm in awe with the Talonflame being in the PUC. I mean, I like Talonflame. I like my little flying Pokemon. I just really do wish they would bring like a Pidgeotto or Pidgeot in because I love flying mons. And as like last time, both top and bottom lanes are going hard, pushing to try and get these stacks in. Top lane are fighting. I know that Kario's wanting them stacks, but this time it's prevented from getting them in. Down the bottom lane yet again, Dark Paws and Goochspot pushed in but was unable to do any damage or any dunks this time around. Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Brett's connection is doing a lot better.
Oh, Lucario just manages to get away with the sliver of life. Oh,
absolutely chancy. It looks like it is going to go down. Yes, it is a mystical fire Espeon as well. Very, very nice to see. Be interesting to see if it's draining Kiss as well. I do feel like it will be.
Yeah, that'll be a Sylveon, not an Espeon.
Yeah, that one.
That one. Yeah, don't worry. I don't want to time in. I'm the worst
usually
one.
You.
I don't say.
Yeah, so looks like the Trevenant is gonna. Oh, it's very close to going down, but just manages to get out. Groot Squad will be retreating along with Dark Paws, and that Espeon is sitting in the bush waiting for one of them to overextend.
That was very, very unlucky there for the Urshifu coming in for that top lane jungle gank. But yeah, it was got bullied straight away. Down the bottom lane, the Espeon is starting to pick off on the I can't talk today. Slowbro, but Slowbro was able to get away and obviously heal up. I love that about Slowbro. I love the fact with Slowbro you can go in and you can just, get that health back. He's such a tanky boy and the self-sustain he has is just brilliant. I love it.
Oh yeah, he's easily S tier, probably the best defender that we have at the minute. That's why I'm excited to see all these defenders coming into the game. Looks like Justinian managed to secure the majority of those mid-birds. He is doing some hefty damage, takes the Eldegoss down, is following up on Brett. Brett is running, he's running.
Can he make it? Can he make it? No,
Justinian's gonna catch him.
Brilliant play there by Justinian. Catched him down.
Absolutely, bit of a scuffle on the bottom lane. Oh, looks like Croc is gonna run away.
He's done it again. He's gone
smart.
He's gone for the AOE attack, which is interesting to see for the Pikachu. Obviously, he must prefer that over Volt Tackle.
Yeah, me personally, I'm a Volt Tackle, Electro Ball kind of guy. It's just the way it is.
I think that might be Thundershock. Actually, I might be wrong. I think he's going for Thundershock. Lucario in on the top lane there for Past Primates. He's been pushed away from the LD as the LD does chase him down.
It is Regirock on the bottom as well. Both teams primed, ready for this fight. Justinian doing unreal damage on Golduck's. Quat's going to go down as well. There's just the Talonflame. The Talonflame goes as well.
Lucario gets a stack
Heavy
in at the
dunks
top.
on bottom takes away their insurance policy of having that goal there to easily heal and jump back into the fight. And it looks like it is going to be a past Primeapes Regirock secure.
So Golducks are now just regrouping. Obviously, that Regirock it's pointless even contesting it. So the regroup and now they're heading up top. Lucario is up there on his own. He hasn't started anything. He's just farming, getting that vision on, and he is seeing Golducks come. Can they do anything about it? Urshifu has gone in and took the steel red buff from the jungle of Golducks. That's quite an important one there. And he's been chased down by the Talonflame and the Trev. The Trev goes down from the Lucario. Nice play there from Lucario. Disgusting play.
Golducks are just getting battered by this Urshifu. And it looks like they are going to get a lovely little 38 overdunk into that top tier 2 goal.
That was a nice play there by Dark Balls with the Pikachu using the Thunder Shock just outside of the goal, which was preventing them from pushing forward. And if they did, they were going to get hit by those electric bolts, which obviously then allowed the attackers to come in and finish them off. Great play there by past Primates.
Absolutely, definitely running more of a support Pikachu as opposed to an attacking Pikachu. You do see support Pikachu quite a lot in the meta now, and past Primates peeling into the Golduck's jungle. Justinian does take the blue buff as well. Avalanche trying to claim whatever jungle he can, but once again, we just see the team plays of past Primates snowballing, and it seems to be overwhelming Golducks.
Up on the top here, looks like we're going to get a 60 dunk in the top. Nice uncontested 60 dunk, which they're going to definitely need.
Absolutely, they were yet to get points on the board before that. Looks like Brett is going to come in, but he's landed right next to that Urshifu.
Wow, Lucario in the middle there. Took out the Sylveon, no prisoners taken. Amazing play there.
Incredible from past Primates. Brilliant Slowbro Unite as well, as we wait to see if Lucario can get the score in. He is going for the ult, does manage to take a fair chunk of Talon's health away, and it looks like they will be heading towards that Registeel on the bottom.
Here because Slowbro gets taken out, and the unfortunate Golducks are now on the offensive. But can be a little bit too late. Oh no, they might get it in time. It could have done.
Talon's coming in. Oh, he's just too late.
But he has took out the Urshifu.
Unlucky by Avalanche there.
But it does like Golducks are keeping this pressure on as they push onto that bottom goal. Pikachu comes in with the ult, and wow, the damage that it's doing is impressive. Nicely timed ult there.
From Quat there, very, very low on health though, does retreat. The Eldegoss is still causing problems, but Yu is going to go down to that Slowbro. Incredible team fights from past Primates so far.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that the Lucario, the Pikachu players are just coming in like on point, perfect. That Unite move was just from Pikachu was on point. Really well played, and especially at the time as well. It's got enough time to at least maybe get another ult in, and even get another one ready for Quasar.
Absolutely, Regieleki does go to past Primates. They have secured every objective so far in this set, not just this game, in this set. And they are managing to push it forward, but it does look like they're going to leave it. They're going to go and take some jungle. There's not any jungle left up, so they might be going for the score on the bottom, while Golducks do
100%.
try and defend the Regieleki. And it looks like they are going to break this goal, actually.
They broke it, and that's a nice overdunk. That was a very nice overdunk there. He's on 18 points. They dunked a 50 in it. That is going to be huge.
Absolutely. If past Primates keep playing like this, there's absolutely no reason they cannot be the first ever PUCL champions.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. I think I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx anything, but it's going to be tight regardless of the outcomes. I mean, fully stacked definitely got the advantage, but past Primates carry on playing like this. We could definitely see them champions at some point in the PUCL.
Absolutely. Fully stacked and past Primates are playing each other on the last game week of the season as well, so it could come right down to the wire
And here we go, Zacian. The
Just not
Quasar is
enough
up.
time to get that Reggie
I
steal
know, it was
either.
unlucky that was.
There.
Now it's interesting to see our Golduck's going to wait because they can't really afford to wait too long. But we'll see what happens.
It looks like they are just trying to get some vision
Lucario
on.
comes in, ult there from Espeon. Oh, Talonflame comes with a nice little ult there. And it looks like Past Primate's going to struggle here. They are on low health. Lucario goes down. Nice Sylveon kill, but
There are 3 Past Primates players still knocking about, only 2 on the side of Golduck.
Nice play there by Slowbro, pushing the Sylveon and the Talon away. Amazing play there. Good vision as well.
Sylveon goes down. The Talon will be looking to get that all-important steal, but it's just a case of whether there's enough time to score after it. Golducks need to pull a miracle from somewhere.
Well, this is the thing. Past Primates can just sit down and wait. They don't need to do anything. They're in the lead quite comfortably. With 1 minute to go, it's going to be tight. Golduck's going to have to pull something out of the bag here.
Looks like they're just going balls to the wall. They are definitely wanting that Ray so that they can go and get those scores in. It'll be interesting to see if the Talon does try and sneak off and get a score. No goals though, so probably not. It looks like it is coming down to the wire. 40 seconds left.
And another almost team wipe there. Talonflame takes out the Lucario, but again, they're not going to do anything. That's going to sit and wait, and the Quasar gets back up to full health. Past Primate's doing amazingly well.
Talonflame's going for the back cap, but so is Justinian. Yep. Great minds think alike, and it looks like Avalanche is going to get that 56 in, but Justinian is going to get the 100 in, completely uncontested. So it looks like we are heading towards a Past Primates victory in Game 2.
Yep, that is a 100% victory there for Past Primates, and very, very much deserved. They have won the game. Obviously, those who don't know the PUCL, we play 3 rounds. Even if a team has won, the 3rd round gets played because Golducks have everything to play for. This 3rd and final round, they need to stretch a point here. They need to get it back if they can just keep themselves from falling into that bottom place. If Poliwrath are able to get a couple of goals, a couple of victories against Kimako.
Absolutely. So, looking at the stats, Justinian taking the MVP yet again. Absolutely deserved. Scored 236 goals. That is incredible. 76k. The Pikachu takes the highest damage of the game. Looks like most damage taken went to Quack on Golducks. And recovery, that Blissey, Dead Broke Nerd, my boy, doing that all-important 43,000 recovery. Incredible. Just incredible from Past Primates again.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed a lot that time of Dark Paws was placing those AoE attacks in the most optimal place, and it showed the damage output. And yeah, amazing play there. The Slowbro on that Quasar was able to push away the Sylveon. Amazing play there from the defender, and obviously coming in with the healing support. Amazing. Just you can see all the elements coming in there from Past Primates. Amazing work. Golducks played a lot better that round. I felt they've played, compared to the first round, they played a lot better. They was able to kind of keep Past Primates off for a lot longer, but ultimately it wasn't enough, as you can see by the stats here.
Absolutely incredible from Past Primates yet again. Commiserations to Golducks. They will be wanting to get this final point that they can get from the set to try and keep themselves off bottom. We are still waiting for the Kimako Poliwrath game as well. So definitely excited to see where we go from here.
Absolutely. I'm using your line of words there. Absolutely cannot wait for the next game. I know we've still not finished this one yet, but I must admit I am looking forward to the Kimiko game. Coming into round 3 though, do we see anything from Golducks here? Do we see any light hope at the end of the tunnel? Or do you think Past Primates are just going to hunker down and punish them even further?
It's a bit difficult to call really, because Golducks, once again, they are improving through the set, which is what we do tend to see from Golducks. Obviously, Past Primates are just going absolutely. They're just phenomenal in those team fights. That is one thing I will say. They have just been incredible. Their team fights, their synergy, the team comp, it all just works. You can tell they've definitely been planning, practice, all that stuff. phenomenal from past Primeapes. I will be surprised if they don't pick up this third game in the set.
Yeah, 100%. I can't see past Primates dropping this. I can see them just going, yeah, we want it, and they're going to push hard for it. Like I've repeated on a number of occasions now, past Primates do need a 3-0 victory, so they're not going to slack. They're not going to allow Golducks even a slightest bit of chance to steal it from them. I can see Golducks, though, coming, they're not going to just give up. I know Golducks are not going to give up, so it will be interesting to see. Pushed on now, we've got these bans of the double ban authorization. What's going to come banned next? Will the Urshifu get banned, or will there be a different ban? I don't know. Be interesting to see. I think maybe the Pikachu could be looking at getting a ban, because that Pikachu was doing some work. So was Lucario, but I mean, there's so many mons you could ban, because over on past Primates, there was all of them were working really well, and everyone played their part perfectly. So as the ban, I can't tell.
Absolutely, great timing to end it off there. We are heading into the ban phase of the third and final game in the set between Golducks and past Primeapes. I think we are going to see an Urshifu ban here, personally.
Let's see. I don't know. It could be an Urshifu. It could be
Urshifu
and a Pro.
And Slowbro.
Yeah, a good
strong
pick.
bans from both teams.
100% strong ban, because that Slowbro we know is just, you can pretty much hold 3 Pokemon for a long while, even maybe the whole team. If you're the last one standing, you can just stay there, hold, bring on your Amnesia, retreat a little bit, then get back into the fray, and you can hold off a lot of that offensive ability. So yeah, good ban there. And obviously the Urshifu, we know why. It's just disgusting, especially in the right hands. It's even worse.
Exactly, in the capable hands of Justinian, it is incredible.
Be interested to see what we're going for. So the Espeon is making a return, a Mime has made a return as well, and also the LD has made a return. Interesting monsters to come back. Golducks with the Sylveon. Sylveon did really well. Be interesting to see how they adapt with this lineup coming in. And the Trevenant, it looks like I've gone for 2 defenders, a Trevenant and a Goodra. We haven't seen a Goodra played in the PUCL yet, so welcome to the PUCL Goodra.
Absolutely. We are seeing quite a defender-heavy side on Golducks and a support-heavy past Primeapes. But past Primeapes, I think I think overall they have picked the better Pokemon. In terms of actual team synergy, I'd probably say Golducks is better, because they've got that Mew hanging around, can cause some issues for the past Primeapes side. But in terms of actual just Pokemon quality, for me, it's past Primeapes who have got the better draft here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that Delphox comes in, because Delphox. Not going to say anything.
Delphox is crazy.
Delphox. I hate Delphox. No, hate's a strong word. I very much dislike Delphox in this game, mainly because I can't play it myself. But when I go against it, I don't like it. It's going to be interesting to see. Will the support heavy team win, or will the defender heavy team win? We'll find out. So
absolutely. So looking at your teams, I beat you to it.
You
Reedus.
did, damn you.
Justinian on the Delphox, Deadbrook Nerd on the Mime, Groot on the Goss, Dark Paws on the Espeon, and Eligio on the Garchomp.
And for the final time tonight, we have Tash on the Sylveon, Quack on the Trevenant, Avalanche, Talonflame, Yu with Goodra, and Brett with the Mew. This is the third and final round of Game Week 8 match between past Primate and Golducks. Let's see how we go.
So, as we wait for the teams to go to their respective lanes, Remus, how are you feeling about... Oh, we've had a pause.
That's how I'm feeling about it right now. How am I feeling?
Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
Bear with.
We have, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have just had a pause. No doubt there's probably been a disconnect somewhere, but we will see. We're running okay on time for a change. Normally we tend to run over, but we're actually bang on time, ready. As long as we don't delay any further, we will be seeing our game 2, which will be Kimako versus Poliwrath, emerging just after 8:30 in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Fingers crossed, all being well, we don't have any further delays. However, this is the PUCL. when does anything ever go right, eh? We always have delays, but we want things to be right, and that's why we delay things a little bit.
Hello, we have had a crash on the side of past Primeapes. It was Dark Paws who has had a crash, so we're just going to wait for them to get back into the game, so then we can resume.
Not a problem at all. That's quite interesting. That's 2 crashes now we've had today, both from opposite teams, not just from one team. Very interesting, because it was noted that there have been a few players crashing, not so much in our league, but just in general. I mean, I've noticed crashing in general while playing Unite. I don't know whether there's some kind of server side issues going on or what, but it'll be quite interesting to see if the next game has the same type of issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
looks like we are heading back in. Let's go.
So what was you saying then, Mr. SPV, before we got rudely
I was saying,
interrupted?
how are you feeling about, obviously, we've got Zacian unbanned at the minute, Gudra's unbanned as well. It's nice to see some new Pokemon, you know, coming into the PUCL a bit. You know, it's nice to mix it up a bit. So, how are you feeling about these Pokemon being unbanned?
Yeah, I'm happy. I think expanding the roster, allowing different metas to come into play is massive. I'm looking forward to seeing Lapras come into it. And speaking of new Pokemon, Gudra comes in there, scores his first goal ever in the PUCL UU, dropping that 2 in.
Godspeed, Gudra, Godspeed.
And Gudra goes down for the first time in the PUCL, and not for the last. Oh, poor
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah, so it looks like
okay, down the bottom lane. Oh, they got punished there, and the Trevenant manages just to get away. Quap, literally by the skin of his teeth, managed to get away from that Mime and Espeon attack there. Wow, I didn't see that one because I was watching it, but yeah, that Mime barrier come up and stop them. Well, I don't know if it stopped them from retreating or what, but yes.
Those walls are scary. Both junglers have rotated up to the top lane. Allegia gets to evolve into a Gabite, and he is going to be chasing down UU here. UU is very low on health and does get taken out. Looks like he might struggle a bit with the Evo lock. Let's hope he just peels off, gets that farm, and
okay, if he goes down again on the bottom, the Espeon doing some work. Dark Paws not allowing it to evolve at all. It looks like we won't be seeing Sylveon for a while yet. Quack there, just defending that bottom goal. Yeah, they are not allowing Sylveon to come into play, just keeping it as an EV.
Yeah, it's going to get this farm here, though. It's going to pick it up, and we are going to see Sylveon. But the level discrepancy between the evolutions is huge. Obviously, we've got a level 5 Sylveon, but a level 7 Espeon.
Middle birds come
as we head into mid birds, looks like Mew got a fair few of those, but Allegia seems to have got the majority.
Trevenant doesn't manage to escape. Oh no! He was trying to escape. He got CC'd and unfortunately got taken out. And now the onslaught down to the bottom, comes to goal, but the Talonflame is there and the Sylveon is there. Talonflame goes down very, very quickly, leaving Sylveon on their own. Up on the top lane, we've got the Mew coming for cheeky 5 dunk, which it does do. Gudra coming for 2 dunk, and it gets those stacks in. Nicely done there by Goldux, but it won't be enough.
On bottom lane, there's still a bit of a skirmish going on. Looks like we are seeing a Hyper Voice, Calm Mind, Sylveon. Very nice to see. I am a fan of Calm Mind, Hyper Voice. The bottom Reggie and the top Reggie are coming up as well in 5 seconds. Very excited to see which Reggie it is and which team gets it.
Yeah, go back to, I mean, I used to be a massive fan of the Hyper Voice, then I switched to Mystical Flame, and I found that to be more to my playstyle. Don't get me wrong, I love Hyper Voice, but yeah, I do believe, me personally, I prefer the other one. But it is nice to see Sylveon in the PUCL. I do like that evolution. Oh,
absolutely, looks like past Primeapes get the Regieleki. They are still fighting over the Regice, but it does look like past Primeapes are going to out-secure Goldux here. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, they was able to get the double objective there, top lane and bottom objective gone. Nice play though by past Primates, getting the Garchomp up top and securing that top uncontested. The Gudra just kind of watched in disbelief, and I don't think they really could do anything against the Garchomp, especially with the level discrepancy that they've got. You know.
Absolutely, we've got another round of mid birds coming up. Looks like Dark Paws and Groot squad are gonna get them. completely uncontested. Justinian is causing problems again, stealing jungle buffs as only he can. It looks like the Gudra is struggling against that Garchomp on the top lane. Bit surprised we've not seen a bit more rotation from Goldux in that respect, just because the Gudra is getting really overwhelmed by that Garchomp. Huge unite there, big damage.
Oh, Talonflame
Looks
comes
like the Talonflame just manages to push the Garchomp out of the way before it scores. Good Espeon unite there,
Unite.
big damage.
I think that was a double KO, right? With that unite there. It was indeed a
Triple
Sylveon.
KO.
4 KO.
It was a quad. It was a quad on the Espeon unite. That is incredible.
Amazing.
Brilliant
Dark
unite
Paws
there.
with an amazing ult there, causing a massive hit. I was just about to say how well DB Nerve is doing the mime, and then Dark Paws comes out of that unite. Amazing work.
Incredible. Allegia is going to get the top mid lane birds. Avalanche is hanging about trying to get some vision. Looks like both teams are going to clash on this top lane for this Regieleki. Definitely the advantage towards past Primeapes, as they do have that goal that they can sit back on if needs be.
I'm saying the mime sticking down bottom, which I think is a good call. Keeping the mime there, allowing them just to hold off on that bottom. Reggie and the Espeon comes and secures that top Reggie,
Absolutely.
which is
This
wow.
is a good team fight from Goldux. They are doing a lot of damage, but that Eldegoss with that Cotton Guard is just
Boom, bye-bye.
causing all kinds of issues for Goldux. Their bottom Reggie is still up, but there are 3 Goldux players defending it, and past Primeapes look like they are going to get down that bottom, get down to that bottom Reggie completely uncontested. Looks like Goldux have decided that they do want it. The Talonflame is circling around. Deadbroke Nerd has eyes on him though. He's not going to let him get away with stealing that Registeel.
No, definitely not. And I think the Talonflame is going to come in, and he comes with the but he's just
Strong
no.
from Talonflame there, but just doesn't manage to get it with the boosted attack. Unlucky there.
That was very unlucky, and that's not the first time that's happened. Talonflame coming in just a little bit. I've noticed that actually, not just with Talonflame, but with a couple of the games tonight. Those critical attacks, those moves or the unites, they're just coming just a little bit too late or just a little bit too early, and that just like obviously allowing the opposition to just take it away right underneath their nose.
Absolutely. The securing, especially with Talonflame, it's probably one of the best secures in the game, definitely. But it's just that timing. You've just got to get the timing just right.
100%. 100%.
Looks like we are going to see a Regieleki just before the Ray comes up. I think past Primeapes are going to want this. We are seeing more of a bottom lane rotation from Goldux. Past Primeapes are sat on it. They are ready to fight whatever comes up. Goldux have now realised and they're heading up.
It did look like there that the Sylveon was trying to come in for a cheeky 40 dunk while they were up on top, but the mime was there and was able to say, nope, I'm here, see you later, you're not taking it. And actually the mime is doing what they're doing, coming down bottom, dunk a 33 in, and it's going to go in uncontested. Boom, that's a 33 in, nicely done, which can be important for when the Rayquaza comes in for those double points.
Absolutely, the Regieleki is just walking in. Nice to see Goldux just leaving it, because they do need to prepare for this Ray fight. They are quite underleveled in relation to past Primeapes, so they are going to want to get that final bit of farming. They are all huddled in a bush, all waiting for past Primeapes to make the first move.
Goldux initiates
seem to be
and
going
it
in
all
for
goes.
it.
And the Gudra pushes forward, the Mew coming in with the ult as well, but I don't think it's going to work as two the Goldux go down.
Oh. No,
and
it looks like past Primeapes have secured
again, the Espeon ult securing. Amazing work there. Espeon doing some serious damage. And we got down the bottom. Talonflame coming in, breaking that bottom goal. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough as past Primeapes head forward and do some damage and get some points on the board.
Absolutely, and it's looking like past Primeapes are going to take all 3 points in the 3-game set with Goldux. Incredible plays there from past Primeapes.
100%, and fully deserved. Past Primeapes have definitely been the better team, and you know, I mean, we expected Past Primates to bring a show tonight. You know, they needed it, and it goes to show how much they want it. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in the next coming games as they chase down that first place title. Fully Stacked have got a scary game when they play against these.
Absolutely, just the plays and everything. It's just been
what a barrier!
Incredible
What a
barrier
barrier
there from mine. And the Mew as well, just stopping them from trying to score. They are going to mount some scoring up here, but it isn't going to matter.
No.
They're going for the full team wipe just to end it, and they managed to get a full team wipe. Well done, Past Primeapes. The Garchomp's going for the score, they're going for the one.
I tell you what, I'm not going to lie, that mind play there, barrier up, right place, right time, Talonflame coming in with the ult, and yeah, good block.
It doesn't look like the Garchomp's going to get it in time. Just ran out of time. They were going for the 1k game. Very, very unlucky there for the Garchomp.
Wow, that was a good game. I enjoyed that one. That was probably my favourite one of the lot. There was some really good plays there. Really good plays.
Yeah, very nice to see. Looking at these stats, incredible from Past Primeapes. Allegio getting the most goals, but Justinian taking the MVP. Once again, well deserved from Justinian. Incredible. Got MVP in all 3 games. Did absolutely brilliantly on that Delphox. Changed his Pokemon every time as well. And, you know, he did the business on all of them. Justinian with the highest damage on 81k. In terms of most damage taken, it was Quack again. Brilliant work, Quack. He did very well on that Trevenant. And for the recovery, it was Groot Squad on the Eldegoss.
Yeah, and Golducks, oh god, they did again. They've improved round after round. The third round they did a lot better. Really, really unlucky. Avalanche with the Talonflame was just out of sync when it comes to trying taking out the objectives, and what can I say, Dark Paws with that Espeon Unite. Wow, getting those that quad kill with the Unite move, and not that, but securing those objectives. Dark Paws is constantly pinging up on the screen, but you know, and I'm going to big shout out to DB Nerd as well. A very, very good mind play. It was just unfortunate for Golducks. He just got outplayed this game, but I do hope that they come back next week, fire in their bellies, ready to take on their next opponents.
Absolutely. The lobby is all set up. We've got Kiko in here, and also Felar Poliwrath. Very excited for this one, Remus. What are your takes?
Yeah, I can't wait for this game. This game is going to be interesting. It's a battle of, battle of restructured teams, really, because both teams have gone through a lot, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing Sabi play against his old team.
I'm definitely excited for this one. This is going to be a very interesting game to see. Will they target Sabi? Will they kind of leave him on his own? I know Sabi has been apprehensive to play Felar Poliwrath, obviously, as he does. We all know each other and all this stuff, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be interesting because we're going to see what we've just seen. We've just seen an amazing gameplay by both Past Primates and Gold. Both teams put on a very good performance. Past Primates putting out the better one out of the two. But we are now going to see a completely different shift in tactics, gameplay. You know, we know that Felar Poliwrath have like this build-up play. We've seen it in the first half of the season. They kind of like build it up until we get to this final part, and then they just blow it away. And they seem to get points in where we don't think they're going to get points. It's like, where did this come from? So I really am excited to see if they can kind of bring back that passion of, you know, the first half of the season where they were, you know, the underdogs and they were fighting hard and teams underestimated them, and you know, some of them got punished. Look at Fully Stacked. They end up dropping a round.
We're ready to go, Remus.
We're ready to go.
Put a sock in it. Come on.
Hey, I'm not the lobby leader. So
let's go.
Bands, what do you reckon?
I reckon we are going to see a Zacian ban here.
Straight
Just
off the
get
bat.
it out of the way. Urshifu as well could be an interesting one. I know Kimako are very interested in playing with Zacian in this, but Felar Poliwrath do not want any part of it.
Yep, I do not blame them for a moment. I think after seeing that last game with the Zacian first off, it's like, nope, go. And a very, very good ban with the Slowbro again. Slowbro is a mean defender, so a good pick there. Iron coming in with the Urshifu, nice pick. And Phoebes coming in with the Venusaur. We know Phoebes very well, and we know that she mains Veno, so it'll be interesting to see how she can implement that into tonight's match.
Absolutely. I'm very interested to see who Slig goes for. Does go for the Aegislash. I know he has been playing that recently.
Again, yeah, he played the Aegislash last week. He did quite well, actually. It was just unfortunate. Aegislash off meta, but still a very good Pokemon.
Absolutely. It's very nice to see him playing, stuff that, not necessarily you'll see all the time. Sabi going for the Dodrio, they are not going to be his biggest fan over on the PUCL Poliwrath chat.
I played with Sabi the other day, and he played Dodrio in a ranked game, and all I can say is, woohoo! Yeah, he's been training with that. He's been playing training. But it does look like we have got the Trevenant in, which is a vital. I think Trevenant's going to be vital for this game, as well as the Delphox and the Espeon. I think them three are going to be key to potentially countering that Dodrio.
Definitely. We do see the comfy on Iron. Iron definitely one of our most competent support players. Very, very good player. Also a good friend to the PUCL. We love you, Iron.
We love everyone in the PUCL though, so, but...
Of course.
Interesting to see the Snorlax in with Quaggony. It'd be interesting to see it playing XP Share. Interesting.
Score Shield as well.
Yeah.
He's clearly taken something out of Gecko Kami's book from Time to Shine. He loves the Score Shield on his Snorlax.
Here we go then. We are in for game 2, round 1. We have got Iron playing Comfy, Tins playing Urshifu, Sabi, Dodrio, Gefanos playing Mew, and Quag playing Snorlax.
And on the PUCL Poliwrath side, we have Phoebes on the Venusaur, Slig on the Aegislash, Sam on the Trev, Tally on the Espeon, and Hush on the Delphox. Very nice team there from PUCL Poliwrath. Didn't do bad in the draft at all.
No, a very, very nice team. It'll be interesting to see how they can implement that. I'm looking forward to see the Aegislash at work. There is going to be... It's going to be interesting. Let's go. Kimako versus PUCL Poliwrath, round 1.
Absolutely, as we let the players go to their to their lanes. What's your prediction, Remus? What are you going for?
Oh, seeing that, I don't know. I think PUCL Poliwrath could steal this first game, If Sabi does well with the Dodrio, that's going to cause a huge problem and will give Kimako that lead that they desperately need. But
absolutely,
I don't
Sabi
know.
going in for his stacks straight away. He's not hanging about.
Oh, he's got
He's
the
been
steal.
brilliantly at stealing the farm away from Sam and Hush as well.
Sam and Hush will be cursing his name in the 1x chat tonight.
Oh, definitely. I'm very interested to see the conversations between those two.
Oh, 100%. The action is in the top lane. We've got the jungler Urshifu coming in, and he's got the Comfy attached to him. Comes in, takes them both. Oh no, one out. Aegislash comes in, trying to help. Aegislash retreats as the Trevenant is devoured. Manages to get away. Only just...
He's getting battered on this goal zone. Tins manages to steal one of his berries away, but he does manage to get one. The Dodrio goes down. Very nice there from Sliggoo, but Sliggoo is going to go down.
Unfortunately, the Urshifu with that Comfy on him is going to be very, very tough to kill, and they are going to have a very hard time stopping. Delphox doing their ultimate best. Unfortunately, goes down, and they do dunk in some nice goals there. Wow, top
Sam
lane.
Getting caught out here by Sabi as well.
That's in. I
And
tell
he
you
does
what,
get taken down with the drill pack.
top lane seeing some action. Like, wow, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a top lane get so focused so hard. They want that Dodrio stacks in, and they want that Dodrio leveled up quick.
Absolutely. Phoebes hasn't hit a level 5 yet. She will be wanting to get some farm, but both teams are meeting in the middle for these 8 birds.
Oh, Delphox goes down.
Hush
Yoshi
gets
takes it
taken down straight away by that
But
Urshifu. No playing
PUCL
around
Poliwrath
whatsoever.
do get the majority of that middle farm. Vital, very vital. Urshifu coming in, disgusting. The Comfy makes the Urshifu.
Dodrio as well. Wow, incredible there by Sabi.
That was naughty. Not gonna lie, that was very naughty.
There's no other word to describe it, is there? It's just naughty.
That's just not. That's your word. A word I picked up from you. That's naughty. Disgusting is another word I'd probably use. Just wow. Yeah. The Urshifu Comfy makes. I mean, Comfy just in general is just a dirty mon in itself. Oh, Quag! Quag's getting his focus, and Quag goes down as they focus hard on the Snorlax.
Very well done. From
Yeah.
Poliwrath here, they take out 3 Kimako players. Very, very well done.
That was a very nice team fight there. Goes to show that Poliwrath have been training hard. Looks like the Mew's trying to escape there from the ANG, but I don't think it does. As it gets taken down from the H-Side. Unfortunately, H-Side gets caught out by Sabi.
Yeah, Shifu is very close to going down, and he does go down. Sam trying to catch out that Dodrio, but unfortunately doesn't manage to, and Kimako do manage to get some KOs back. Sam
And
getting another stack in on that
Quaggly
Trevenant
nice
as well.
there. Quaggly bullying the Delphox. Sammy's trying to get away. Sam unfortunately doesn't as the Solar Beam comes in and wrecks him. Good play though. That was a really
Quaggly
good push.
super low, does get the block shield though, which will give him a bit more sustain. Iron gets taken down as well as Sabi. They'll be happy with that one.
100%. I mean, just feel like Poliwrath are surprising me. The team fights are a lot more tighter and a lot more organised than we used to seeing.
Absolutely, looks like. Oh no, the Mew does secure it with the Electro Ball. Unlucky there. Feel our Poliwrath will not be happy about that one. They do manage to get into this team fight, but it does look like it is going to. It could be a full team fight here.
If it is almost, yep.
Yeah.
That Solar Beam, we saw it last week.
Incredible there.
We saw it last week. The Solar Beam is just. You get that in the right place, and you're trying to escape. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, good rotation here from Feel Like Poliwrath though. They are knocking about the Regieleki area. They might want to hurry up and get it though, because it looks like Sabi's coming up.
Sabi will not waste any
Slade
time.
coming in with the Wild Guard manages to push Sabi away. Phoebes, Tally, Hush, all on it. Looks like they are going to secure it. Very well done from Feel Like Poliwrath.
Very well played.
Slade coming almost in as a defender. Very, very nice to see.
Oh, that Solar Beam coming in again. Wow, just Solar Beam coming in.
Poliwrath aren't actually going to manage to get any scores in. Sam does manage to get a 12 in. That's nice to see. Not much in it, and the Urshifu gets a quad KO streak as well.
Very much so.
That's the Penta. There it is. Very nice from Tins there on the Urshifu.
Tins, I believe that may be our first Penta in the league. Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to fact check that one.
But what a Penta.
The Comfy does jump onto the Snorlax there. Sliggoo diving in like a crazy man, just managing to keep going, but it looks like he is going to go down to the Mew there.
Well, see, I must admit, their team fights are a lot, like I said, but they're solid. And Kimako, if it wasn't for a couple of those cheeky Solar Beams, I think we'd be in a bit of trouble. Those Solar Beams definitely keeping Kimako.
Feel our Poliwrath digging in early. We do see the bottom Reggie coming up in 5 seconds. Very, very nice team fighting from Feel Our Poliwrath. They do nearly take down Quaggin. Sam getting a bit low, though, so's Phoebes. The Urshifu and Comfy combination is disgusting at the minute. They're managing to pick people out very nicely in the team fights. Phoebes does go down to the Solar Beam. Sam getting the bonks off. Slig coming in to try and help his teammate, but Tins and Iron on that Comfy and Urshifu. Just
Iron goes
incredible.
Down. That Unite coming in has saved him. Amazing play there. Sliggoo's chasing down the Mew. Mew trying to run away, but it's not going to. The Regice is
Sabi's just managed to take out Sam there. Does get caught in a fire spin from Hush. Feel like Poliwrath, they're gaining ground on Kimako and they're pushing him back. They're doing very well.
This is very, very good play here by Feel Like Poliwrath. Told you.
And they are. Oh, Quaggin just secured it with the heavy slam. Very, very unlucky.
To be fair, if it wasn't the heavy slam,
Poliwrath.
it was definitely going to be Solar Beam. I think one or two were definitely going to get it there.
Absolutely. Kimako just showing that, just because, they're getting beaten in team fights sometimes, they have still got the secure power over Feel Like Poliwrath. So they will be getting these steals.
Tins and Comfy a little bit of a battle down the bottom, which is a good little diversion because it's allowed Feel Like Poliwrath to get up top, and it's a 3v3, but here we come in, there we go, there's Solar Beam. Solar Beam coming in again, do some naughty work, and it's just not on
nice
at all.
ult from the Delphox there, pushing him away. Very, very nice indeed. Hush does go down. Sliggoo coming in for some damage. Nearly takes out Quaggony. Gets thrown from the
Dodrio
heavy
coming in.
slam. Nice from Sliggoo
Oh,
there. Takes
nice
out the
play there
Mew.
by
Takes out
Phoebes.
Quaggony as well. Very, very nice. 3 Kimako players down for this Regieleki fight. And Sliggoo coming into kind of his defender role on the Aegislash there. Very, very well done. Sliggoo is going to have to run away though. He has got no health left really and does get taken down by the Urshifu.
Yeah, the Urshifu confident mix.
Tally and Sam both trying to stop that Urshifu from getting near him.
Gotta
Looks
say,
like Regieleki is going to be left alone because we are going into the Ray fight now. This game is on quick.
this is a good game. Feel like Poliwrath, regardless of the outcome, should give themselves a pat on the back. Wow, what an improvement we've seen here from them.
Absolutely, they're not letting themselves be bullied. Just incredible to see the improvement. I know we talk about Goldup's improvement, but incredible. So there's one down a
Delphox has gone down.
Delphox has gone down.
Oh,
Kimako do have the advantage. Quaggony's going to go down here to Slig and Sam. Very nice. So it's just Tins and Iron and Thanos as well knocking about that central area. Phoebes is coming back in now, and so is Delphox. Very nice. This is just a brilliant show of team fights here from both teams.
Both teams.
Sam's going to go down by the looks of it.
That's unfortunate there. It looks like Sabby and Slig are having a bit of a rivalry battle here, but Quaggony's coming in for the assist to help him, and he's pushing Slig back. Slig's now out of that Ray fight.
He's counted him out of that team fight. Gibbles has said secure the objective, dang it, fuck.
Yeah, they really do need the objective.
They've just been out secured in this game. Very unlucky not to get at least one of those objectives that they got out secured on. Push is going to go for the overdunk there. A nice little 20.
It's close. This is close.
Very nice.
This is close.
Really not much in it at all. If Poliwrath managed to get one sneaky score in that bottom goal, which looks like that's what they're going for.
And up top is going to be a dirty score.
Quaggony's dealing with those two, but Hush is coming in. No, the Urshifu does manage to get the dunk in on the top, and it is looking like it's going to be a Kimako Esports.
I tell you what, if Urshifu and the Comfy didn't go top there, that would have been a Poliwrath win, because they were literally, 10, 20 points in it, and they dunked 100 in the top. That was so close. So close. Poliwrath almost had the victory then. Almost.
Incredible there from both teams. Only 54 points in it. Very low scoring game, but obviously with both teams being incredible on those team fights and kept pushing each other back. Just did brilliantly. Tins, obviously, with the MVP. Very well done there. 19 kills, 204 scored. Looking at the stats, Tins with 122k damage. That is incredible. Sam eating up 109k of what I'm assuming is going to be Urshifu damage. As for the recovery, Sam actually getting recovery as well. Very well played there from Sam.
Yeah, that surprised me. I said right at the beginning it could be a Poliwrath victory, and it almost was. If we just look at the table here, it may show it. Look at that, how close right at the end here. Right at the end. If that dunk didn't come in right at the end, Poliwrath would have had the victory, and rightly so. They did amazing. Whoa. Wow. What a game. What a game.
Yeah, incredible there from both teams. Both teams did really well in those fights. Great to see the improvements building on from the last game week. Yeah, just incredible. Can't wait for game 2.
It just goes to show that with a bit of tweaking here or there, a bit of trade, because Poliwrath have been doing a lot of training. They've been a lot more organised. If you look at them at the first half of the season, they were a little bit more disorganised. They went through a few captain changes, and it kind of upset the apple cart with them a little bit, and they weren't able to gel as well as what they should have done. And coming into the second half of the season, they've definitely done a lot more training. They've had time to kind of, gel as a team, and it's just gone to show in that match there, what a game. What a game.
Absolutely. We're just waiting for Tins to jump back in, and then we'll be ready to go.
Yes, and hopefully this time I remember to put the the camera on widescreen because I forgot.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Naughty, naughty Rima.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I keep forgetting it resets every time we go into lobby, so they need to make that bit of a feature where once you click it, it's like locks in because it's a bit annoying having to keep going into it and selecting it. To be fair.
Yeah, looks like we are just waiting for Tins to come in. Iron's moved over, so Tins will get the first. Tins and Quaggany will get the first picks for Kimako.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see with Poliwrath coming in now as the team with the advantage. They get to pick first. It'd be interesting to see if they shake things up a little bit. Looking at the chat, it says here, does Poliwrath know they can recall? Took a lot of fights across the game, sub 50 health. Yeah, good point there, Gibbling Bits. Maybe some of the recalls could have been done a bit sooner and gain those health before going into those team fights. Dead Broke Nerd would love to see a FOP draft some higher Primeapes a bit earlier. Okay, yeah. Also, maybe Healer. Yeah, very true. I mean, I think they did really well considering, but I think those points are definitely valid. Atun Tunen Fop had 2 short respawn timers compared to Rip Ray. Reno isn't likely to go early, so no need to draft it first. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do pick. I agree on the Vino. I don't think Vino will go, but yeah, we'll see.
All right, Remus, are you ready to go?
I'm ready when you are, my friend. I'm ready for that.
Let's hop in.
Let's hop in. Hop, hop, hoppity hop.
So obviously, feel our Poliwrath getting the first pick in this draft. Do you get to see the bands though? What do you think is going to go, Remus?
Urshifu.
Yeah, Urshifu. Or
Urshifu.
Comfy. One
And
of
I
those.
think maybe the Angie Slash might go, or I think the Angie Slash could go, or maybe the Trev.
The Trev
Sam.
could go.
No, the Drio and the Angie.
Dodrio and the Angel Slash.
Yeah.
I think they're just doing it to wind Sabby up at this point.
100%. Yeah, they're like, yeah, Sabby, we're going to pick what you play. We're going to ban them all.
I think they're going to take the Comfy as well.
Good call. Good call.
Very, very strong call there from Hush. Tins obviously picking up his Urshifu.
I think a lot, the biggest problem they had was that Comfy. The fact that Comfy was on. It was obviously Iron playing the Comfy was brilliant darting. It wasn't just sticking on one Pokemon, he was darting between where he was needed, and that proved a massive issue because they were unable to just kill, just get rid of that Pokemon so they could move on. So
bit of an unorthodox pick here from Slig. We're seeing the Alolan Ninetales coming in.
I don't think we've seen one in the PUCL yet. I don't think that one has been picked.
No, I don't think it has yet.
And we are seeing a Hooper play. Hooper has been played, was a massive play for the now gone ODD. That was a signature mon for them. So it'll be interesting to see how Iron gets on with the Hooper. It looks like we've got the Trev and the Espeon as well joining them. But yeah, that is interesting. We've got the Gudra coming in, played by Samuel. That'd be nice to see Gudra make another return.
Absolutely, that Comfy. They've got quite a bulky team there with the Venusaur and Gudra obviously being on the front lines. It's be very interesting to see where the Comfy goes. Probably on the Gudra, just to give it even more sustain that it doesn't need.
It's going to be interesting. I think that Hooper play is going to be very vital to the team because I can see Kimako going hard. And if they're going to go hard, they're going to need that quick transition to the objectives. We saw it earlier where they were they got there on time, but without the Drio, they're definitely going to be lacking the speed and the secure on those objectives. So that Hooper is going to be vital for getting to those objectives.
Absolutely, we've seen Iron on Hooper before, just incredible on those hyperspace holes. Very excited to see how he does. Let's get into the teams. We've got Hush on the Comfy, Phoebes on the Venusaur, Slig on the A9, we've got Sam on the Gudra, and Tally on the Gardevoir.
And over for Kimako, we've got Tins on the Urshifu, Iron playing Hooper, Quaggany, Trevenant, Gefanos playing Espeon, and Sabi playing Lucario. In the podcast, Sabi did say that he does like Lucario and is one of his most enjoyed and most playable mons. So, be interesting to see Sabi playing Lucario and how he gets on with it. And here we go,
Absolutely, you
round
need to
2.
Change your screen, Remus.
I'm going to try and do it now, yes.
As we let the teams go to their lanes, Mr. Remus.
Oh no, I am on file.
Oh, are you?
Yep, I'm on file.
Hmm.
It's working now. It wasn't working last game. Sorry about that. I just had to make sure I was on the far camera because we don't want it on the default. It just looked very close that last game. Okay.
Oh, no.
So.
Yeah, so we're having a bit of a skirmish on the bottom lane. Thanos does manage to get his Espeon nice and early. We're seeing Slig and Phoebes sitting on the bottom lane. Nice freeze there from the Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, looks like both teams are just going to go back to their goal zones. We are seeing the Hooper invade here, though, from Iron. Very nice to see indeed. Looks like he did manage to take the red buff, and now he's giving Tally all kinds of issues.
But yeah, unfortunately, I missed that because I was trying to sort out something on my stream. It was lagging a little bit, so apologies that I missed that. But I'll be back with it soon. Yeah, Iron gets away, but he comes back. He's giving the Ninetales a little bit of run for his money here. He does return. I'm just going to keep on this Hooper for the moment. But just on the bottom lane, it does like we've got some work coming as Kimako gets some dunks in.
Absolutely, bit strange from Slig there to kind of abandon the bottom lane. Obviously, Phoebes hasn't even evolved into a Veno yet.
Sabi tries to go and get dunk in there, but he gets punished for it and he gets taken down. And the Ninetales is now fully evolved.
Very nice from Slig there. Looks like they're now going to get some scores in. Looks like the Comfy is sitting on the Goodra. Very nice to see. Going to latch back on after getting one of his stacks. Right, mid-birds are coming up in 5 seconds. Kimako taking the more dominant position. They are.
And they took it.
They do get absolutely all of them.
Well yeah, they were there.
Kimako
they were waiting.
A bit late to get there, Fila Poliwrath. And Sabi is going to get his stacks in on top. Looks like he's going to stay hovering around there.
Yeah, Sabi's going to get his stacks. He's going to work hard to get them in. Hooper's joining top lane, but it's where the bottom lane is where the action is taking place as the feel like Poliwrath do try to make a little bit of an assault on that bottom lane. Hooper with the portal going to join them in that battle.
Absolutely, Sabi's not going to get there in time, but he is probably going to stick around up there, try and get the Regieleki while the rest of Kimako go for the bottom Reggie. 15 seconds until it comes up. Very interested to see who manages to get it and what buff they are going to get.
Sabi getting another dunk in here. Be interesting to see if Iron puts a portal down to get him down here because he's going to be vital for this fight, I think. Oh, saying that though, the Trev coming in. Oh, Trev goes down. What attack.
Incredible from Slig there. Very well done.
That was an important kill with the objective coming down. Yep. Yeah, it comes in and Lucario does drop down and punish them. Now that has left bottom objective free for Kimako.
Absolutely, it is Regirock, so they are going to get some defense buffs. Very nice there. Yeah, they're all peeling onto it. Very nice, secure there for Kimako. All I feel like Poliwrath opting to rotate up, but obviously you've got the Hooper portals.
Sabi's on his own for a little bit, okay, while he waits for reinforcements. Unfortunately, the Aldin gets to jump in through that little portal there, but they did it, and yeah, here comes a team fight for top lane. I feel this time, I think with the Trev and the Lucario, it's definitely going more towards past Primeapes with a dominant scene here.
These Primeapes were playing in the first game, mate. This is Kimako.
Oh, tell like Kimako. Sorry.
Regieleki does jump back and reset. Thanos and Iron jumping into the portal and heading back. Looks like Kimako are going to secure this Regieleki. Sabi getting a 3 KO streak for his troubles as well. Very nice to see.
Yeah, the dominance here for Kimako is huge, massive difference to last game. They do seem that feels like they maybe have took that on board because the last game was, the first game they played a little bit close and not wanting to make that mistake again because it could have gone easily to fill up Poliwrath. Yeah, it's just you can just see the dominance here with the plays, and I think the Mons. I think this is a bit of a difference in the Mons here. They've got a lot of like powerhouses with the Lucario, Urshifu, and the Trev, and even with the Espeon, all of them powerhouses in their own rights.
Absolutely, it's a very meta team from Kimako. Obviously, they're going for all the S tier picks. They're not messing about, and feel like Poliwrath have gone for more of an off meta team. Obviously, they've got the Alolan Ninetales, which you really do not see at all at the minute. It's not in a great spot. It's an incredible team fighting again. Sabby does get the ult off, manages to take out Tally and also Thebes.
Oh, that was unlucky there. Very unlucky.
Still very good from feel like Poliwrath though. They are hanging in there. Hush does go down, and it looks like Kimako are going to start on this bottom objective.
Oh yeah, it was great team fight by Fair Poliwrath, but it was just unfortunate. The Gudra doing some work there. It was nice to see. Bottom objective does go to Kimako uncontested. No surprise there.
Hooper is unbound. It's used its ult. Everyone's going to pile in, and they are going to heavy push this top goal as well.
That
very nice from Kimako.
Brilliantly timed ults. Brilliantly timed.
Absolutely. Only 14 left in that top goal. They are going to leave it to hopefully get a very nice overdunk.
Oh, they've responded. Nice. That was a nice little back portal there, and they managed to respond to the attack down bottom. Interesting there. And wow. Okay, they just took it.
Yeah, Kimako are not messing around. They're not here to play games. They just completely ripped the Regieleki, and it looks like it's pretty much going to walk in uncontested there. Yeah, very smart though from feel like Poliwrath, because that stopped Kimako from getting an overdunk in that goal.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, we see that quite often.
It's very smart.
We see that quite often.
They are
going to
go for the big scores on the bottom. They are going to leave it on 15. It's going to go to 9 now. Sabby getting a little score in there. Kimako just dominating this game. Feel like Poliwrath haven't been able to keep up really.
Bit unfortunate really compared to like what such a good game they had on the first round. I was hoping that they'd keep that momentum going, and it seems nice kill there from Thebes, and in fact this team fight here, all of them coming in is nice.
Bit of a late ult though, because obviously now she probably won't have her ult for a fair bit of the Ray fight.
Well, unless there's a little farm up, she might be able to make use of that farm and get that ult back, hopefully, for the Ray 5. Gudra doing Gudra things, holding off the Trevenant and the Lucario. Lucario is almost down, manages to get away. Kimako does respond by bringing the whole team in, but Gudra with the confidence is just holding.
As well.
Sam's
still causing issues. He does go down, and so does Hush as well.
That was
and
nice.
That means Gudra and Comfy are not going to be up for the start of this Ray fight.
Nice play though. Did hold it off for the Reggie steal, but
I think Kimako are going to just rip here. They know that they've taken out a fair few of the feel like Poliwrath team, and they have the much better positioning.
Oh, that ult there from Sabby straight into the Ninetales face. Didn't last long at all. And there they go, they're ripping into the Rayquaza now. Rayquaza's almost down, and it goes.
That's it. Looks like we're heading towards a second Kimako victory in this set. Obviously one game still left to play, and that will be our final game of the stream. But just incredible from Kimako again. Looks like they might want to try and get a 1K game if they can. They're going for it. But Tins is going to get punished here, and he does get taken out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Poliwrath still have time to score here. I don't think it'll manage to get them the win, but they still have time. The Trevenant going for the score as well. They do manage to get up to 820.
Well, the team's pushing on that goal. S1 is there. S1 takes down the Venusaur. Venusaur goes, but we do manage to get a 70 in that top, which is a good score there. Obviously, the points are going to matter massive as they go against. I think they're on equal points with Gold Ducks, I believe they are. So scoring as many goals here is what they need right now. Even if they can't get the point, just getting the goals in so they can slip above Golducks, but we'll see. With 26 seconds to go, don't feel there's going to be any more goals going in from the Philippines side, though.
Yeah, it looks like that is going to be it. They are just sitting on goal. Phoebes is having a little dance around it. It's nice to see. Nice to see a bit of dancing in the PUCL.
And a bit of a dance-off.
Oh yeah, you have to. And that is going to be game. Very well played from both teams there.
100% Kimako came out. We're not going to take any prisoners. I think they got a little bit of cage rattled with the Poliwrath almost stealing that round one. And they were like, not today. And they came out and they were like, yeah, nope.
Incredible from both teams there. Just a bit unlucky for Poliwrath. Didn't manage to secure much, but very well played from Kimako. So looking at the stats, Sabi does get the MVP. Tins manages to get the most goals scored with 232. Thanos with the 13 kills. Iron with the 15 assists. Very nice to see. Looking at the damage dealt, Sliggoo actually taking the highest damage with 90,000 damage. Sam taking the most damage, absolutely no questions about that, 109,000 damage. And in terms of recovery, it looks like Hush managed to get the most recovery in this game. Very well done to all those players.
Yeah, considering like there's a 90k damage there with the Ninetales, it was, I don't know, it didn't feel that effective. I mean, I could be wrong, but I felt like the Gudra was doing, like, I would say more of the, well, from what I could see, the damage, but yeah, interesting stats. Let's have a quick look at the graph here. Yeah, you can see from the graph here, Kimako completely dominating the game from the word dot. Just slowly as the time goes on, that gap gets further and further away. Very well played.
Absolutely. Just waiting for an invite from Mr. Lupus. And then
We'll head off.
We should be ready for the final game.
Yes, for the third and final time for this game, and also it is the last one of Game Week 8. We will be running into Game Week 9, and we'll talk about that after to the end of this round. We've got a very, very good fixture coming forward on Game Week 9, and look forward to sharing that with you. But I think we are going to jump straight into this. Well, actually, I say jump straight into this. We are waiting for Lupus to send us that lobby, and there we go on cue. Lupus.
He's a good one.
He is. I will say it once again. We couldn't do this without a background team. It makes it so much easier for me and SPV to make this go smoothly. And Lupus does work his little fingers off. Bless him. And so does Dolly as well.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
We'll keep him for now. We'll keep him.
Come on, Remus, up you come.
Oh. Get myself in that admin slot. There we go.
Shift your bottom.
Oh, maybe I want to play for Kimako. No, they really would not want me. They really wouldn't. I feel like Poliwrath would win.
We just need... Who's this?
Who are we waiting for?
Sabi. Sabi needs to move down into... Sabi doesn't want to play, apparently. He's just hiding in the admin bit.
Yeah, he's like, no, I can't do this to my team. I can't 3-0 my old team. Maybe he's a bit guilty. But yeah, interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if Kimako go hard for this, because they need the points. If we look at the league standings quickly while we do wait for Sabi to drop down, we can see Kimako on 8 wins, 8 points. So past Primeapes did get a 3-0 victory, so that does put them on 15 points. So a free victory here would give them 11 for Kimako. So they definitely need that, keeping that running and put that pressure on past Primeapes. I was wrong actually in my initial commentary about Golducks and Poliwrath. Golducks will stay in 4th place regardless of the outcome of this last round. Poliwrath fortunately have not done enough to get themselves out of 5th place.
Which is unfortunate. We are just waiting for Shorty to come in, and then we will be ready.
Yes, we will be. So, out of tonight's game so far, what's been your favourite, Mr. SPV? What's been the highlight of tonight so far? Obviously, minus this round.
Yeah, for me, it was that first game in the set. It was just phenomenal. Very well played from both teams. Poliwrath putting up a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you there. that game of this set, this first round, was amazing. And like I say, it was right down to the wire, right down to the end. And if it wasn't for the Urshifu and Confi up top, it would have been another story. And we jump straight in now into this.
Absolutely, Lupus finally gets to watch a game because now he doesn't have to make any more lobbies.
Until
so
next
heading
week.
into the ban phase, who do we think it's gonna get banned?
Confi Hooper.
Confi and Hooper.
Yeah,
Smart.
I think that's smart. Yeah. I think they've done enough to make the Hooper ban definitely worthy.
Absolutely. Thank you for the compliments, Justinian. You're a great team. You're a great captain. Thanks, Gibbles, as well. Big shout out to the background admin team. Absolute God squad.
Phoebes reprising her role as Vino, and Sammy this time going for an offensive role, not a defender role. So that's going to be an interesting change up for there. Tins has gone for the Urshifu, and Quackany with the... I can't remember the name. Bring me an SPB.
It's Zoroark, that one.
I was about to say Zoroark, but then I was going to say bloody...
Oh, bless him.
Yes.
Yeah, looking great, the picks so far. I think Sam will swap with Tally, maybe. Tally does like his Espeon, but we might see Sam on the Espeon, you never know.
Oh, okay. Iron's going for the Azrael. Nice. In fact, I believe they said that's one of their ones they enjoy playing, actually.
Absolutely. I think they're having a fun one in this last one. Iron, he does love his Azumarill. He will die on the hill of enjoying Azumarill, so that's fair enough.
Interesting picks from both teams. We see the Delphox making a return on to fill our Poliwrath team. Slig going for a support role this time, and LD at that. Normally see Slig as the attacker. We see him quite dominantly playing with Aegislash, so that's a nice little change of events. And Sabi going for the Trevenant, so a couple of players playing a little bit out of their usual classes.
Yeah, it's nice to see they've decided to have a bit of a laugh, you know. It might be to their detriment, we don't know yet. We'll soon find out. Here are your teams. We've got Tins on Urshifu, Sabi on Trevenant, Quaggany on the Zoroark, Shorty on the Sylveon, and Iron on his favourite Pokemon, Azumarill.
And for the last time tonight, feel our Poliwrath. Thieves reprising her role as Venusaur, Samuel as Gudra, Sligo as Eldegoss, Rush as Delphox, and Tally as Espeon. Interesting mix. I do believe that Kimako have gone for a more fun team rather than this is going to be our pure meta team. So be interesting, like you say, see if that's going to be a positive or negative for them.
Absolutely. What's your prediction, Remus? What are we going for?
You know what? I'm going to give Phil Poliwrath the benefit. No, I'm not.
We've had a pause.
We've had a pause.
It wouldn't be PUCL without it.
I know. Almost went a full game without having a pause.
I know. Let me go and find out what's happening.
Go on, off you go. We're on time, though. For once, we're actually on time. How are Espeon and Urshifu? I know. Quite surprised that the Urshifu hasn't been banned yet, because that has been doing some work in this season. Urshifu has been a popular pick, so I am surprised that it's not a top tier ban. Yeah, it'd be nice to see maybe Thieves play something different than the Vino, but she is very competent with the Vino. She does like a Venusaur, so but I would like to see maybe Thieves play something a bit different to counter. But it'd be interesting to see. It's going to be a nice little mix here. We know that Trevenant is disgusting. The Urshifu is disgusting as well. Azrael, the little water mouse, is a very interesting one. I enjoy playing it. I know that Dal, one of our admins, loves it. Oh, and we're returning. And we're back. What's your predictions, SPV, on this match?
Ooh, you know what?
Azul.
I've got a back feel out, Poliwrath. Come on, the boys.
Yeah, you got
get a win.
Hey, you never know. You never know. Both teams now head into their lanes, and the clashing has begun on the top lane. Both teams just bypass straight past each other, and they just get the dunks in. The Gudra, the Azrael, and the Zoroark just literally walk past each other. Delphox has come back to try and tell them off. But yeah, apart
Oh
from
yeah,
that,
Shorty's stacking on that Espeon. He'll be happy with this. Shorty is very good on it. Sylveon, sorry. Yeah, getting his stacks in nice and happy. We have Tally on the Espeon as well, Slig on the Eldegoss. Nice to see people, you know, not sticking to the roles, having a bit of fun.
yeah, I was saying, it would be nice to see Phoebes maybe switch out from Avino. I know she loves Avino, but it'd be nice to see her switch out from that and maybe take on a different Mon. But we do know she does love Venusaur. It looks like Gudra here is getting a bit of a beating here from the Urshifu and the Admiral. And speaking of Phoebes, she does come up right now and trying to disrupt the attack. Unfortunately, she gets taken down, and the top lane is now vulnerable, ready for the pickings.
Absolutely good scores there from Kimako early on. Tally and Slig are having a bit of a push on the bottom. Looks like they are going to leave it though. Slig does need to evolve. So I think he is going to get this bit of farm here.
Oh, Delphox goes down straight away. It looks like the top lane, that the Urshifu is just not letting up. He's just punished them, allowing the Zoroark and Admiral to get those dunks in. Luckily, though, the Gudra is at a state now where it can hold its own for a little bit, but that damage output.
Absolutely. Tins is relentless on that Urshifu. I'll tell you what, he's just been incredible the entire time.
Amazing. And here we go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Middle birds are up. And who's going to get it?
Iron's diving straight in, going for the Aqua Tail. Does a lot of damage. Incredible from Kimako there. Takes out 3 of the PUCL Poliwrath players. 4 PUCL Poliwrath players.
Kimako are just walking
and Phoebes
around
is not
bullies.
wanting any part of that.
I don't blame her. Yeah, she's like, I'm out of it. Also, she's gone back onto Beso, trying to stop them breaking goal. The 4 of them are just running around like bullies. You've got the Trevor and the Urshifu, the Sylveon, and the Admiral just going around saying, no, we're going to bully you. And that's what they're doing.
Absolutely, very well played from Kimako there. Hush has finally got to his level 5. He was stuck on level 4 for a bit there. Midbirds do come up on the bottom lane. Looks like Kimako managed to get the majority of them. Iron being a pesky little Azumarill. 8 seconds until the bottom objective does come up. Very interested to what it's going to be.
Ooh, what's it going to be, Majas? Is it
It's going to be the Regirock.
Oh, I was wrong.
Unlucky.
Unlucky. I've got like a 1-3 chance.
Looks like Kimako are doing much better in this team fight, and they are going to start ripping it. And it looks like they are going to get the Regirock. Very nice from Kimako.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. They kind of pushed them right back, taking out quite a lot of the PUCL team. Tins is just not letting up. He's just picking them off left, right, and centre. And with Iron supporting, yeah, this is definitely a bullying match. I feel. I really do. I was hoping Poliwrath could come back and potentially get a point here, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But we've still got 6 minutes left of the game. I could eat my own words.
Right, there's a hell of a skirmish on that top lane. Very nice to see Fops sitting together a bit more.
Oh, Sabby
does
down.
catch him in the ult, but Sabby goes down. Quagging is hanging about, doing his feint attacks, trying to get some farm. Regieleki looks like it is probably going to reset. Yeah, there's the reset for the Regieleki. Still a hell of a team fight between these two teams. Neither team wanted to give an inch.
Oh, no.
Shorty with the ult.
That
Manages to get away with the shield from the ult. Very nice.
That was a very good ult. Samuel with the Gudra was praying mantis, thinking he was going to get him, but he just managed to ult out of the way, which is a very, very good play there. Trev pushing the Vino away, getting it surrounded, taking it down. Samuel needs to run away now while he still can. He does so. Iron playing havoc here with Delphox and the LD. Samuel does return to a bit of a chaos. He gets caught out, unfortunately. 4 points left there.
Absolutely very well done from Kimako there as well. Quaggany does go down to the Delphox. The Delphox manages to run back, trying to catch Sabby in the fire spin, but he horn leeches out of it. They're not letting up on Sabby at the minute.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Lupus's comment there. Just remember, anyone watching, our chief commentators, SPV, would love to have a carry up to Masters if there are any team recruiting.
Oh, he is funny, isn't he?
Lupus, you bad man.
Yeah, I've never actually been to Masters before. Please, be nice.
I've been Ultra. I've been close.
Yeah.
I've been close to Masters, just never made the dive. This season, though.
And we're the ones that are apparently qualified enough to talk about these games.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but we talk enough to make it believe the same.
Oh yeah. Cracking team fight here from PUCL Poliwrath. Urshifu is doing the bits though, he's doing the damage, gets a 20 hit ult, very nice, takes out the Goss and the Vino as well. Actually the kill went to Iron. 4 minutes until the end of the game. Kimako have been absolutely all over PUCL Poliwrath. Very well done to him. Iron's already level 12, you love to see it. The level discrepancy is quite large, I must admit.
All the two EVs are bouncing off. H1 misses the attack there, but does nick the farm. I thought,
nice from Tally.
Yeah, I thought Tally was going for the attack then on Silver, but was focusing the farm. Very, very nice steal there. Yeah, you know what? I think Kimako had a bit of a kick up the arse. You know, PUCL Poliwrath did do really well that first game, and I think that just shook him a little bit. And it's obviously worked because it's made Kimako come out and, you know, come out with fighting and not letting up. Just the Urshifu. I'm really surprised Urshifu didn't get banned. I think over the Hooper, Urshifu was definitely the better ban, or should have been the better ban.
Absolutely, I'm very surprised Urshifu made it to this final game, if I'm honest. But you know, it's one of those. If FOP have decided that the ban they went with was the right pick, then you know, who are we to judge?
100%. I mean, at the end of the day, the team's pick who they feel is the most threat, and it's easy to sit here and watch and criticise. But when you're sat in the seat and you're analysing what you want to play against, you know, they may prefer playing against Urshifu.
Absolutely, the Regieleki is up and Tins is all over it along with Sabi and Shorty. Very nice to see Irons come and join the fray now, and he is smashing that Regieleki, and they do manage to get it. But PUCL Poliwrath do have the advantage for the Registeel, which is very nice to see. Sligo getting to the front, trying to cause some issues. Looks like PUCL Poliwrath are going to get there at the same time as Kimako. Phoebes up top defending the Regieleki, but it looks like they're not going to have enough time. They are peeling away. No, they're not. They're still trying to get it.
That was unlucky.
Absolutely no PUCL Poliwrath presence in the mid section, but
Sabi
no
waiting.
Kimako
Sabi
presence
does
either.
interact with the Gujo. Bit of a delay there. They were kind of like holding hands, walking down that path there.
Absolutely. Here comes Quag with his feint attacks, and he does go down, unfortunately, but very well done from Quag there. We are going to see a bit more of a FOP presence in the central arena part. They are managing to team fight, pushing Kimako back here quite well, to be fair. Running as a unit, very nice to see.
PUCL Poliwrath need to get onto the quads and get this in so they can get those double points, that shield on. But we'll see what happens.
They've taken Shorty out, that's huge.
Important.
They've taken Hush goes down though, unfortunately.
Oh, and there we go. Kimako come back, take 3 of them out.
Absolutely.
Slig goes down,
There's
just a Vino left
as well. Phoebes is coming back in. Yeah, this is looking like it's heading towards a Kimako clean sweep. But
it does indeed.
you know, there's time yet.
Well, this time we've got, what, 50 seconds left. Kimako, yeah, Delphox has put the vault down. Did they get it? Yes, they got it. They got it.
Poliwrath got it. They are peeling after those goals. Go PUCL Poliwrath. Let's go. Very well done from PUCL Poliwrath there. Looks like we are actually getting very close. Phoebes going for her 100, but she hasn't got a shield anymore. Tally does though.
Oh my god.
The goals in. PUCL Poliwrath are in the lead.
What a switch.
20 seconds left to go. Sligo trying to score, but he's had his shields ripped. Sligo is scoring. Phoebes pushing back, but he gets jumped on by Quagany. Very unlucky there. Tally just getting them little scores in at the top. PUCL Poliwrath taking the final game in the set.
And that doing it in great PUCL Poliwrath style.
Oh, Hush managed to get in a 92 at the end as well, just to make sure it is going FOP's way.
PUCL Poliwrath, wow. I mean, that is PUCL Poliwrath classic. That's what it did in the first season. Waited to the last, like, 30 seconds and come back. Wow.
Incredible there from PUCL Poliwrath. What a comeback that was at the end.
I mean, Kimako are going to be kicking themselves.
Oh, they will not be happy about that. Sabby especially will not be happy that he's been targeted for the entire time. We knew it was going to happen, though. Let's be honest. Looking at the stats, Hush takes MVP. Very well done to Hush there with 192 goals scored. Highest kills was Tins with 14. No one else anywhere near him. No surprise there, really. Looking at damage, Tally with 98,000 damage. Damage taken does go to the way of Shorty, actually, with 94k damage taken. And recovery does go to Iron on his Azumarill. Very nice to see. Very well played from all the teams. It's been a pleasure to watch this set.
Amazing. I'm just going to quickly go onto the graph now so you can see what was going on. Right off the bat, Kimako shoots straight up there with 113 and climb and climb and climb. And you can see here right at the end, the Rayquaza gets stolen. 2 goals go straight in, boosting them up to over 100 clear. Very, very well played for Poliwrath, and congratulations on stealing a point from Kimako. Kimako, congratulations on winning the game, but whew, if I was you, I would be raging right now.
Oh, absolutely. Very well done to Poliwrath to manage to bring it back in those dying moments of the game. Should we talk about what games we've got coming on in Game Week 9,
I think
Mr.
we
Remix?
should. Let me just find our matches. That is the wrong one because that's our fixtures. Here we go. Boom. Game Week 9, the second to last one. We have got some interesting games coming up. First game, we have got fully stacked. Our number 1 team, currently sitting quite nicely at first place, are going to take on PUCL Poliwrath. Interesting game, first versus last. It's going to be a tough one. I think PUCL Poliwrath are going to come into this game feeling very overwhelmed by fully stacked because we know fully stacked do not take prisoners in any shape or form.
Absolutely, and heading on to the second and last game of Game Week 9, we have Golducks against Kimako Esports. This is a very interesting one, third versus fourth. As we know, past Primeapes do get the bye week. Obviously, after ODD left, one team every week gets a week where they get 3 points and 1,500 goals scored as like the forfeit from ODD. But Golducks and Kimako, I'm very much looking forward to that game. What about you, Remus?
Yeah, I think out of next week's game, I think Golducks and the Kimako one is definitely one I'm looking forward to the most, especially after tonight. We feel our Poliwrath showing that actually Kimako still got a bit of work to do, and I think Golducks potentially being the better skill level than PUCL Poliwrath are going to give Kimako a run for their money, and Kimako need to watch out because they cannot afford to lose, because if they do lose, Golducks will be chasing them down for that third place position, and Kimako do not want to fall any further than what they already are.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that you need to get off your chest, Mr. Remus?
Well, I don't think there is, but I do know that in the next coming weeks, in that week, especially in week 9, more so in week 10, we have got a little bit of spoilers for our viewers, and cannot wait to show you what they are. SPV, I'm going to give him a big high five now and a pat on the back because he has worked his butt off over the last last month and a half, and we have got some impressive stuff to show you. So please tune in over the next couple of weeks for that because we've got some interesting things to show you. And also, after game week 10, do not disappear because we will be having another week, the awards week, which we'll talk about more in the next weeks coming. So I'm happy I've said anything. SPV, yourself?
I'm absolutely fine. I think you covered everything there.
Oh, there is one thing.
Been working. Oh, go on.
Podcast.
New episode dropping tomorrow. Not sure what time, but obviously we'll put it out on the Twitter and in the Discord as well when it is up. It is with our good friends at Kimako Esports. Very, very fun speaking to them all. You know, getting to know them more. Obviously, we know Ian quite well since he's in our DMs every day.
It was really nice to talk to them.
Yeah, they're just a nice bunch of guys, you know, very professional, you know, very, very nice to talk to, and hopefully you will enjoy that. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Brilliant. So, well, I'm finished. I've been Wolf Remus. Thank you very much for tuning in, and please come back next week for Game Week 9.
Absolutely. See you all later. Take care.
Good night.